Hopefully.
No, I stopped it and restarted it.
Oh.
So you might have to share it again.
I got you. It's no problem. I'll share that whole again. We back.
For the wise
Guess
words.
who's been Zach?
Hello, will we live?
For the wise words of a fellow podcaster. Gotta restart this if it ain't working right.
Oh yeah, just now. There we go. I'll do it again.
Gotta get it together.
No, I got to do the intro now.
Oh, of course you are. You know how to, I know how to do this. I've been practicing.
You have you?
No,
Cause you've been messing up.
Ain't been
the past
practicing.
couple weeks.
but you already know it's your girl DJ Babe Blue Diamond, and we have,
It's your boy D, aka Mr. Live at 5 himself.
and it's your fella
T1.
who's in his absence, and this is the
Where
Where You Ask podcast. If you don't know, now you know. We are here. We have a special guest in the building. He's been on our show before.
I have, man. Shout
This
out.
this is your second time being on our
Second time,
show.
for real. And I
Been a
appreciate
minute.
having me.
You know, you always come with the stories.
Lambo
Mr.
Warren. Huh?
Lambo Warren, aka Honda Civic.
Bang, bang, bang. Yeah.
If you don't
Yeah.
know, now you know. Make sure you go ahead and check out Eastside of Willis, and also
Hey.
go check out what's the other one? Don't tell me Yabba Dabba
Yeah. Say,
with
I appreciate
AJ
you.
Stacks. Go
Shout out
ahead
to my
and
dude
check that
Stacks.
out. And if you
Yeah.
like
He
the
the first artist I've heard, just personally heard, that used pterodactyl in any part of the song. Any part of the song.
was that on Yabba Dabba?
Yeah, I was on Yabba Dabba. I'm like, you
It's on the
see?
chorus.
If you like the cover
I said
of
You
Yabba
did
Dabba,
that, yeah.
make sure you hit me up. You know, that was actually out of my comfort zone. I never done cartoon like
They
that.
say birds
I like
fly
that.
together. Whoa.
Hey, a lot of people don't know pterodactyl got a P in it.
You feel me? And let me tell
I
you,
don't know why.
Is that
but
your
it-
random fact of the day,
Yeah,
of the
it
night?
could be. It's a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what it got in it. I freestyled all
Like
of that.
songs.
I didn't write that.
Songs got a P in it.
Yeah.
You know,
This nigga, hey, you smart.
what's
You
another one?
important.
Knife.
You beautiful.
That's not even how it goes. But I get what you
Knife.
trying to go at.
Oh,
What
how
else
it
got
go?
a silent letter that don't make no sense? Tsunami.
Knife.
It's you is smart.
Knife.
You is kind. You is
Tsunami.
important. Well,
Tsunami got a dumb silent letter.
that's why they have that was it that TikTok where it says this is how words should be spelled.
Yeah, I agree.
That's basically
I
how.
think they're making English a little bit just too much. It's
It
not
is.
like that in Spanish.
But we hear him, Mr. Lambo Warren himself,
What's the damn?
Artist.
Easy.
podcaster,
Yeah. Actor. Philanthropist.
actor.
Yeah,
on,
say it all. Yeah.
He's an actor
Pilot.
on Odd Life of Shay. Go
Yeah.
ahead if you haven't
You said
seen his
pilot?
character. His character is very dope.
You feel me? I'm a firefighter. You feel me? I take cash out, food stamp, and Visa. You
Yeah.
feel me? I'm all that. Yeah.
Oh, check all the boxes.
So let's get
Let me quit playing with y'all. What's the deal, man? I'm
So let's
just
get into
bullshit.
your-
Look, you had me. I said, pilot.
we're gonna get into the acting part of you before we get into our topics tonight.
Already.
How is it acting on Odd Life of Shay? Tell us a little bit about your character for people who don't know. What can we expect for season 2? I know season 2 you're in the process of filming right now, so that's gonna be dope.
We actually just wrapped up season 2, man. Shout out to Good
That's
Business.
what's up. Yeah.
What? We're gonna
Shout
get our
out to
sound effects
D-Wayne,
soon. But
you know what I'm
so
saying?
tell us
Nah.
about your character for people who don't know your character.
Yeah. So if y'all haven't seen season 1, Our Life of Shay Little season 1 is available right now on goodvisuals.com, and you can go check it out on YouTube as well. I play Ricky, and Ricky is a best friend of basically D-Wayne. D-Wayne is my
Mhm.
best friend. And
What kind of best friend are you?
I'm loyal. You feel me?
Are you like bro man? You always eating.
Kinda.
You always
Kinda.
eating.
Kinda.
Definitely.
I always
I know
come in.
he always got food.
And it come right out the cabinet. How does the food get there? How does that food get in the cabinet?
I ain't gonna lie. I saw one episode where I think there was like food on the counter. Then the next scene, it wasn't no food. I'm like, where'd the food go? It like disappeared.
I see
It
you
was
paying
weird.
attention too hard.
Let me say this.
I
You
be
didn't see
noticing
that.
in movies.
You
too,
better not
like-
see that.
I know.
Don't be
But it was
bringing out the flaws in our
No.
shit.
It was a funny way. It wasn't a bad thing.
Nah, I'm
It
gonna
was
say
funny.
this. Anything that y'all see in the sitcom is intentional, but I play Ricky, best friend of D-Wayne. His daughter is in it. Shout out to Tazari. She plays Shay. And everything is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I play a charismatic character. I've never acted before. So season 2, we just wrapped that up. So this will actually be my second time acting.
Were you nervous? How did you
Hell
prepare
yeah.
for your role? Just be,
Calling D-Wayne every day,
Just
like,
be
bro, what if I
yourself.
fuck up? You know what? I thought that you have to go through the lines like the whole time. Like, damn, why they remember all that? Nah, you break that shit up just like when you punching in. Like, you
Yeah.
break that shit up.
Mm.
So you only memorizing pretty much paragraphs.
So,
You get
or
what I'm saying?
scenes.
Hell no.
do you like
Scenes?
do you
Shit,
like,
I've been done fucked that up like half a scene.
do
Shit,
you
a
like
piece of a
ad-lib
scene.
on on some stuff like
Hell yeah, a lot of shit.
What is it? Improvise?
Yeah, a lot of that shit. That's what made it funny. So they give you the line and basically or the script and basically say it like you'll say it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe you wouldn't say, "Hey, bro, come here." You get what? And they probably wrote that in the script. How would you tell D Live to come here?
So that would
say, "Fam, come here."
Yeah.
All right, say that instead. Like so, that it makes it more comfortable. Now, certain things is dead on the script, and you gotta say it. Like, nah,
the serious stuff.
This. Yeah, like nah, this has to be said.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you can kind of paraphrase a little bit.
You never did no acting in like school, like
act the ass.
You know he was a class clown.
No, I never acted in school. Dwayne actually I got fired, hired, and then rehired. So Dwayne hit me up a couple of years ago about the script. He said, "Hey, I'm trying to do this sitcom." He ended up shooting a movie, but he was like, "Yeah, I got the sitcom idea. I want you to play." I was actually gonna play his role. I was gonna be the father.
Mm-hmm.
So then he gave me the script and everything. Probably a year later, he like, "Oh, we got someone else." I'm like, "What the fuck?" like, bro, what the hell? How you going?
Yeah.
But he my partner, so he's like,
yeah.
"All right, I ain't tripping. I know that, so I'm good."
Business.
Then he come back and say, "Oh, it couldn't work out. So, would you like to do it?" Like, "Oh, so you just fucking with me now because they gone." But after we started doing everything, I ended up being the character I am now. Dwayne ended up taking my place when I was going to be the father, and it just worked out for the best. And now we in season 2, and I just got to see season 2 for the first time yesterday or the day before, and it's way funny. Shout out to the Mac in it.
Oh yeah.
He did an excellent job.
I seen him in a couple.
Well, talk to Cheryl Metal and Mickey Sweet. They went to season 1.
I was about to say. I swear to God, I was about to say that. Cheryl Metal and Mickey Sweet. Both of them was in season 1.
Your character is funny. Also, the one that's always selling stuff.
Yeah. So that's the real. The Mac playing the real in season 2.
Oh,
yeah.
The Mac play.
So y'all two.
Yeah, just throwing this out. If you need like an extra, just me to pop up and say message.
Well, Dwayne always said we can be backup people already.
Or you just need somebody just nigga not,
Yeah, come on. Just be in the crowd. We gonna be running.
I was supposed to be at the skating rink scene or whatever. But I didn't get a chance to show up.
That was live. And they gave us a whole bunch of free passes.
What happened? They did what?
They did a skating rink scene.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for the intro.
For the intro, they needed backup people.
Yeah.
I couldn't make it.
Pretty loud.
Okay, nice.
We try to get the city involved in most of this. You know what I'm saying? At least Dwayne does.
He does a lot. He was teaching a class recently.
Dwayne,
he does a lot for the
I
city.
couldn't tell you what
like
the class. I think it's like Alamo Music Films or
something like that.
I don't want to get it incorrect, but yes, he is either currently or
was teaching a film class.
Film class.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Shout out to his older son. He cooks.
Yeah, and fix my car. Hold on, he do more than that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Cooking, fixing cars. We be at the shooting range. You know how to. Yeah,
I met Dwayne because I watched his kids in the summer program. So that's how I met Dwayne.
Shout out to Taylor.
Very dope.
That boy Taylor, he a chef. He actually went to culinary school. So shout out to Taylor.
I'm still waiting for a plate.
Oh, that
boy out there listening.
Hey, that boy a chef for real.
Shopping. Let me not say that.
Don't say it.
Don't you? He almost got us canceled one day. He almost got us canceled on the podcast. That's another.
Cheryl, thank you.
I already said we might have to start working on a second show because
I'm
gonna say something.
He gonna get
this is why I
we can't cuss on here.
No, you can cuss. That's not.
Can.
No, he almost got us canceled because so
comes at a price.
So we had the Mac on our show, and we
talked to the Mac. I like the Mac.
And we were talking about how they changed the Joker, not the Joker. They changed Robin into like a bisexual gay character or whatever.
On what?
On Batman, one of the cartoon Batman.
Yeah,
he's like gay now, right? So we were talking about that, how they changed some of the characters, and then the Mac was like, Iceman is gay, the superhero or whatever. I think is he a superhero?
He didn't say the superhero. He just said
I know, but is Iceman a superhero, right?
Yeah.
So he's talking about the superhero Iceman. So he just said, Iceman is gay. From the Incredibles.
Freeze.
Oh, Freeze.
But he didn't. But he didn't say that. He just said, Iceman is gay. That's all he said. That's what he thought. See, he said that.
Oh,
on the air.
That too.
And I was like, "You trying to get it?" So we was like, "You trying to get us canceled?"
Everybody. Travis looking.
And then Willie made it funny. His wife right there, George Gervin, at this time too.
Hey man,
I would have thought George Gervin too. We in San Antonio. You say Iceman, I'm thinking George Gervin. You ain't saying this shit in Detroit, Michigan.
No.
First thing when I hear Iceman, goddamn it, I think George, goddamn Gervin.
So I wasn't out of line.
Yeah,
I would have thought that
but
too.
It was just funny because of the way it was going. And it was like, what? No, not George Griffin. Like,
He ain't gay. He was
Hey,
What
funny.
made
you
him
never
think
know.
that the ice dude was gay? What happened?
I don't know. I think they switching.
They're switching a lot of
characters.
Oh, I thought you meant
characters.
in the Incredibles. He was
No.
gay.
Nah,
They're
nah,
switching
nah,
a lot of
Incredibles.
characters, and his character turned Robin turned. I think one of the characters from the cereal snack Crackle Pop is
Yeah, I
supposed to
don't
be
agree with none
trans
of
or
that
something
Yeah,
shit.
they
like
doing
that.
too
Crazy.
much.
One of the characters is supposed to be trans now.
Like,
So
let me
they're trying to
ask
include
y'all,
everybody. But
She-Hulk. Where the fuck did She-Hulk come from?
All right, so let me say this. I did watch She-Hulk and I did like it.
But where did she come from?
Oh, she came from the blood. Like she got into a car accident. I watched it. So see the first episode. She's
It's a
oh,
driving.
it's a series.
Yeah.
I thought it
Oh,
was just
I
a
thought it was
movie.
No. So Hulk is her cousin.
Ah, okay.
And
That makes sense. Because
and he already the Hulk.
Yeah.
But what happened is she got into a car accident. She was driving him somewhere. I forgot where they were going. And they got into a car accident. She's bleeding. He the Hulk, of course. So while he helping her, he bleeding, and some of his blood got inside of her blood.
Oh,
And then
Okay.
she turned into the
Because I was like,
She-Hulk.
come on, man.
Yeah, that's
It
how
was
she-
one Hulk. They had, well, it wasn't.
They made her thick as hell though. I said, damn, she Hulk thick as a motherfucker.
I didn't
Would
see
you
it.
hit
I
that?
haven't-
Huh?
I haven't
Would you
seen
hit
it.
that?
Well, I'm disgusted.
Have you
to
seen that
ask.
picture of the girl? It was like a meme that said, dudes will fuck anything. And it was a girl, she had a gorilla face, but she was like thick.
Yeah,
And
the homies
like,
will understand.
I mean, the lights is off.
The
man.
homie-
lights is off.
Man, if you bring your
Is that how
ugly
y'all
girl
really
around with
think?
yes.
The lights is off?
No, fuck the lights. A nigga will listen.
Men are-
If somebody, if the
I got-
homie,
men
if
are
the homie,
wired different.
if the homie walked in here with an ugly ass bitch when she was thick as hell, I will understand.
We'll understand.
We would dap him up. Like we would be like, nigga, like we would not even acknowledge her face. We would just like, nigga, that ass, that nigga.
Ooh, I bet that-
You got pictures, all type of shit.
Hey, look.
Do guys still take one for the team anymore? Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, I would
'Cause
think
that's one in your
probably
younger
don't.
age. Now that
No,
you're an
no.
adult.
I mean,
I don't
what's
see it
technically
going away.
taking one for a team?
Nah, if you want to do it, he gonna do it.
Yeah, we grown now. Shit, you horny? I'm horny. Let's go.
You know, taking one for the team.
She ugly
yeah, she
and
ugly, but you gotta understand, as a man,
But you only doing it like
he's not really
you only
taking one
doing
for
it
the
if
team,
you.
'cause he
So like if a
like,
guy is like hitting on a
Man,
girl,
I'm
that's
trying to get
fine.
this.
But his girl's like, well, I'm not going to win unless my homegirl go. And then the homegirl ain't too fine. That's when you taking one for the team.
y'all got men value different things.
Yeah, we gonna find something about her fine. She be fat as hell, but like nigga, she got a sexy ass voice though. Man, I'm about to goose the hell out of her voice.
say something.
Yeah, all that I'm about to just goose the hell out of her voice.
Menu.
Yeah, while we goosing,
You
I'm about
say
to
we
goose the hell out of her
Read
voice.
this menu. I'll tell you.
Nigga, anything, nigga, find anything, nigga. She got a nice car,
What
nigga. Nigga about that's all he
Right.
thinking about. Nigga, she got a nice car. Nigga.
You man to find something. Women do the same thing too. They just act like they don't.
I done seen some of the most beautiful women with some of the most ugliest niggas, and it's like, hey,
And he
I'm
probably
sure
be
she
typing
finding
it
something
down.
that, yeah, it's something that she like about.
Right.
It,
You know?
it
I mean,
ain't-
come
it
on,
ain't
let's
lit.
be serious. What woman realistically thinks Lil Wayne is attractive?
Nobody.
But it's Lil Wayne, so they gonna let him smash.
Same thing about T-Pain.
Well, T-Pain ain't got the face tattoos like Lil Wayne. That's here.
He's still ugly.
I think even Flavor Flav was getting bitches.
Oh
So, I
hell
mean,
no! I know.
Man,
women are the same way.
yeah,
So,
women are
you
the
know what I'm
same way.
saying? They just their priorities is probably a little
They
bit
don't
different.
exactly. They don't care if he ugly. Man, they probably going to their girlfriend. Oh, girl, I fuck Flavor Flav in public.
Right.
Yeah, bitch.
Ugh,
Yeah, bitch.
can't do it. That's nasty.
And they gonna dap up.
Yeah. Oh, bitch, you hit the jackpot.
Right.
Oh my
There you
god.
go. There
You
you
hit
go.
the jackpot. You fucking Flavor Flav.
That's nasty.
Yeah, she gonna put her friend on.
That's like a walking disease. Him and Lil Wayne. We're like walking diseases.
Dang.
He do. Lil Wayne was like,
Car mix. You ain't got no car mix? You gonna get one?
Vaseline.
Never mind.
I wish it. Never mind.
My lips ashy than a mother.
We can't. Nobody can see it.
Shit.
Can y'all see his lips?
Y'all seen The Wire when nobody like shit.
Hey, real quick before we go to the next topic, have y'all seen that video of the Drake and 21 Savage, the cartoon video?
21.
Mm-mm.
Can you
Yeah,
do
it's-
something?
I be so
about
wild to
that?
listen. Everybody be asking if I seen shit. I be
I'ma have to start
in my
tagging
own
that.
world.
21.
Like I don't be seeing
I'm gonna let you
shit.
see it.
AC just had to put me
Later,
on some
not
new
right now.
R&B shit. I'm
I'm gonna
like,
tag you.
I'm gonna be knowing.
No, I didn't. Yeah, it's a video. They just making fun of how he said he was saying 21. Whatever. I guess it's her loss. That's the song.
I gotta hear it.
No, it's not her loss. It's a different song.
I don't know, but he sound like a bitch sicking her dude on a dude. That's what he said.
Damn.
So we have a couple dope topics tonight. Since you are an artist, I feel like you can weigh in on a lot of these topics. We geared these topics, specifically for you because you're an artist and you can give us insight, especially since you're an artist who's been doing it for a minute in the San Antonio hip hop industry. So you've seen it from when it kind of began up to now. So you've seen the evolution of it and how it's changing. And our first topic is the violence in hip hop. And mainly down here, I've seen this a lot. There's a lot of shows that I have not been to. But there's a lot of shows where I know other people who DJ'd shows and they're like, oh, it got shut down because, they want to fight. They want to shoot up the place. And we always get that stigma. It's the music. It's the hip hop music. Give us your thoughts on that.
I honestly,
because it wasn't like that back in the day, really like that.
But
I think it's always
it was violence, but it wasn't.
So
I don't know. You tell us.
What I would think. Shout out to my dude Money. So what I would think, what I see, and it's just out of my point of view. The energy that you portray is the energy that you're gonna get back, right? So, like you said, back in 2005, back 50 Cent days back, you had certain people that's what they did. 50 Cent and whoever the hell they were the bad boy image. You know what I'm saying? DMX or whoever.
Yeah.
This was their image, right? So when that type of song came on the radio, certain you were like, I'm not gonna play Nuck If You Buck. Like it was certain songs, right? But for the most part, the energy that they was putting out, if you notice, like probably 06, 07 back, everybody was original, right?
That might be Travis.
Oh, could be.
Everybody was original.
Yeah.
Everyone had their own style, right?
I definitely agree.
I say that to say, if you fast forward now, people will be blind not to see that everyone not only sounds the same, but everyone is putting out the exact same message,
basically,
right? So when they say, "Is it the music?" I would say, when you get ready to go to the club and you ride like me and AC riding, we about to go to the club, and then me and AC, a majority of the time, we listening to R&B.
R&B, yeah.
That's what I listen to. Shit, if me and AC in the car, we driving to some gas or some R&B. Right? So with that being said, but if we on the way to the club, AC and me probably be like, bro, turn this slow ass shit off so we can get in the mood.
Right.
Imagine being in the mood all the goddamn, like that's all they, like every movie you watch is a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like that's all they showing on TV. All they showing is destruction and harm and shit like that on TV. Not saying that this is real or fake. Not saying that you're gonna follow it. Not saying that you easily influence. Let's just say you're not. But all you're seeing is this, and all you're hearing is self-destruct, right? At a point, I believe that's the type of energy that you're gonna put out.
It'll be a party.
Yeah.
So when you go out somewhere, right, and you start talking about how many people you've killed and how you've done this and how you've done that, who you think gonna be at your shows? The people that act like that.
It's the same with clubs.
Yeah.
I think that's the club thing.
With rock and roll, at a gospel, who the hell you think going to see Kurt Franklin? Who you think going to see Limp Bizkit? Like it comes with that atmosphere. Who you think going to see fucking
I also
Garth
feel
Brooks?
like too, it's the age too, because I noticed that older artists or artists that's seasoned, I don't want to say like older, but artists that's been in the game for a minute. Let's say that, like artists like you and people that grew up around you in that era.
Right.
You at the age where y'all like, we ain't fine no more.
Well, no, because
some might, but majority of them.
I'm getting the privilege to travel now, right? And I noticed that two things, and it's weird. I'm noticing that people that's getting the money, right? And I can't even say that they not the ones beefing, but then I go on the road, and then you'll see this nigga that he my age, probably grown, and he got the phone up and he talking about what he'll do. Nigga, they know me. I'll do this to this nigga. Hey, and he acting like these young. So I don't even think it's an age. I think it's a mentality because I know some niggas that's younger than me and more wiser than some old niggas that I know. And it's like, no,
wisdom don't come with
I think that we're in a day and age now to where and that's what I was getting at, to where they portray this so much. This is what they portray Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hypothetically, they portray The Rock so much to where you think in order to be in Hollywood, you got to act like The Rock.
Yeah.
So how are you going to be acting? You think to be a good rapper, right, that you have to not only talk like that, right, but you got to also live like that.
Right.
You got to be ready to die by it.
Right.
If you say that, oh, I could kill this man and I do that, you better be ready to die by it. You get what I'm saying?
Do you feel
So
like,
it's just the energy to me. But
do you feel like there's anything we can, I know that's nothing we can 100% do, but anything we could do, especially here in the San Antonio scene, to kind of change that? Because I know there's a lot of venues right now who just like, we're not doing hip hop shows anymore. If it's Joe's, they stopped doing it. Vibes Underground, they're like, no more hip hop shows.
I think that
how can we change that narrative? Because a lot of clubs like, man, and if we ain't got places to do shows, and
I think the way to change the narrative, start paying these people. Now, me, I'm not coming to your club to perform shit unless I'm getting paid.
Right.
I'm definitely just not. I don't know what you want me to do, right? but it's a business, right? Yeah. But I would say that a lot of this shit with the locals, and I appreciate everyone. I'm still a local as well. I get to do what I do, but hey, I'm included with y'all. You know, I'm still making my way. You know, some of us are a little further than others, and some are not as far as others. But I'm still a local with these people. You know, I'm still got one foot in the game, being like, you know, being able to travel and still being able to kind of be in San Antonio and be like play the local scene, right?
Yeah.
But I would say start paying them. If it's about bread, these people aren't about to fuck up their money. But when you come in to do something and you don't care about it, you get what I'm saying? When it's just a hobby and I'm just coming up here to quit booking 30 niggas.
Oh,
why is it 500 niggas performing?
Right.
Tell them.
Now again, me personally,
say that again.
I don't care, because when it's 30 niggas there, I'm getting 30 niggas. I'm only here for this check, nigga. I'm going to get this money and I'm about to slide, right? But at the end of the day, it's a lot of we causing a lot of our own harm. As far as making the music, you don't have to talk like that. You don't gotta be ready to die by it. You don't gotta be ready to. I know a lot of my homies, right? The way that I rap, I know y'all hear Eastside, the realest and other things, but the way like my core, the way that I rap, a lot of my dudes that's in the street and in the penitentiary, they tell me like, bro, I wish I could talk like that. I wish I could rap like that. They don't want to be sitting here shooting up niggas.
Right.
And I don't, bro. I wish I could go to the club. Really. I be inviting some of my peoples out to the club and to the show. I know that some of them don't even ask because they can't even be seen in public like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And they drive around in the nicest cars, stay in the nicest houses. They can't even enjoy it. They be like, bro, I wish I could go to the club.
Yeah, from a promoter side, I don't know if you've ever been a promoter, but I know you know that side because you dealt with promoters. We all dealt with promoters. From a promoter side, why do you feel like they need 30 artists on a lineup? Because half the time it ended up being the artist watching artists.
I'm gonna take it. So me coming up in this game, what I see is that they got 30 artists because this is how they looking at it. And sometimes I don't know. Most of the time, people are paying to get in these shows.
Right. Yes.
This is the way they looking at it from a business point of view, but it's still not smart. They still getting fucked at the end of the day. But let's say we got 30 artists. If each one of these 30 niggas bring 5 people, that's gonna pay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying? That's 5 times 30.
Yeah.
Now I get
that.
You
get what I'm saying? So they gonna pay. That's
now I get if you charging, because lately I be DJing shows where it's like 10, 15 artists, but it's a free show. That's it. Don't get it. Come like who's making money?
And I don't.
It's a free show.
I think, and a lot of these artists got to understand that everything got an opportunity. Some people think that I'm fit to go and perform, and I don't want to name no clubs, because you book me at whatever these little clubs called, and if I feel comfortable with the price that you paying, I'm gonna show up too, right? So I'm not knocking no clubs, but when they go and do these things for free, you paying the door lady, you paying the club, you paying the bartender, everybody getting paid, but you want me to come up here and do it for free. I feel like
my work ain't as important as this,
right? But you can also see other promoters like who are you booking? Has these promoters even booked amazing? Like some of these are janky promoters.
Oh. Yeah,
these ain't real. Like, who have you brought? Like my mama could go throw it. My son could go beat people.
So let's say someone wanted to bite. You gave them your price. Are you able to break down why you charge? Because some people aren't.
Yeah. I could definitely break down the reason I charge.
I'm not saying do that.
No, I would. Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I'm just asking if you would, because some people.
Are you asking me to do it?
No. I'm asking would you? Cause I know some artists, like some artists, they say I just charge this because I do. Like they don't have no, like they can't even tell you why. Like
my shit's simple as hell. My reason is because goddamn it, you're occupying my time. That's it. That's $100. If I was cutting your goddamn grass, you want me to just come do a service for you? What I look like, the court gesture to just come up here and fucking make a dance for you for free, nigga? Fuck, I look like. No, just because I got a landscaping company and it's not big as fucking John Deere or some shit. Yeah. I come and cut your grass. You're telling me, oh, I don't got to pay you because you don't got a landscaping company. No, you probably don't got to pay me as much as you would a corporation. But then you have to give me something because this motherfucking grass still cut the weeds.
That was our whole.
I'm doing a service.
That was our whole thing about
the charging the force.
But let me tell you, I feel bad for a lot of these artists because they haven't. I'm established enough to where you're gonna pay me anyway. Right now, if I was a lot of these artists don't have room to even say that, but they do because you're still doing a service. But I'm saying that in their mind, they can't even say that because it's like, damn, I'm getting the opportunity. They really let me perform, and it's like, who the fuck are you performing for? Yeah. These niggas sit there and say, "Oh, such and such."
And I also feel like too, a lot of these artists do not promote, which I don't understand.
Facebook flyers is not promoting, and we need radio.
Exactly, but I'm not just talking about. But some people don't even do that. And I'm telling you, not just shows. Like when I book them for interviews, they always say, "Well, I didn't see you promote." I'm not the only one that's supposed to promote. Have you promoted yourself too?
And let me say this: I would like to say this
my friends aren't the same as your friends. You might know a couple friends in common, but you might have some people that I don't know.
Right?
Like we both got to promote.
I'm gonna say this for the artists as well, just so y'all know, with these shows and everything. And again, I've grown to where I got room to say this, so I understand a lot. Because some of my partners will probably be like, "Yeah, they tell me that it's easy for you to say that. I gotta do." I still go through it too a little bit. I would say. It's not my job to promote. That's not my job. You need to go get a promoter.
If you got a team,
go. Well, I'm not even a team. Well, listen. If they book me anywhere, I'm gonna share your flyer. But this is why I get paid.
Right.
If one person show up, don't dictate my goddamn price. You need to go get a promotion team. I didn't tell you.
Right.
If nobody show up, guess what? I'm gonna rock that bitch like it's a million people because you paying me for a service. Right. So it's not my job to book a club, pack a club.
No,
that's not my job. Now, I'm gonna share your flyer, and I'm gonna do it when people book me out of state and all that. They're like, hey, how many people you think you could bring? AC, you going? I'm a girl. Probably like 5. I'm gonna bring 5 for sure. My manager, cameraman.
Yeah.
I gotta bring about 5 or 6 for sure.
Yeah.
What the fuck you think I was gonna say? I could pack this bitch out, nigga. No, you need to get on your promotion game. What do you? Oh, I put it on Facebook. How many friends do you have on Facebook, nigga? Like, who are you?
I think
so that a motherfucker just gonna come to Facebook and see this flyer.
I think a lot of people are stuck in town. A lot of people don't know how to utilize social media. They don't see the. I don't know why, but they don't see the impact that you can have by. We had a video. We've been trying to grow our TikTok, right? So we've been doing little videos. We had one video. It was the simplest video that we did. It was the.
You should know what Houston's song is by the sound. It was the big mode. I was at the club one night.
And it started out do.
And he didn't know.
And then at first,
I'm like, how you not know? And I was like, how you know?
That video was like 10 seconds long.
And we didn't even know it was gonna blow up like that. We just posted it. Cause we always post on our TikTok and forget about it.
I'm like,
so you're right. It depends on what you post or how you utilize it.
Right.
And our second largest video was when we did a promo on y'all being on y'all podcast. We just got done getting our DBA. We were just BSing around, talking about, hey, we're gonna be on where you're gonna be on the radioactive with Honda Civic and Tina Turner. We're playing around. That's like our second.
That's beautiful. And like you say, people don't know how to utilize. Now again, me, I'm not no social media guru. I'm not about to sit there and tell you, oh, you need to post at this time, at this date.
We don't know either.
I don't fucking know.
We didn't pick a certain time. We were just BSing before the podcast.
This is why I do my part of what my live at 5, right? So when y'all share y'all stuff, certain people, I feel obligated, like somebody got to make it. I'm going to take my platform and I'm going to share it. That's why I'll make a Snapchat or whatever with y'all songs in it.
Right. And hey, I appreciate that. You actually one of the first person Honestly, you're the first person to hear Eastside the realest. Just
Yeah,
He really was. He was the
You
first
the,
one to put us
literally
on.
the first.
He called me. He called me when he did it.
While I was making it,
Right.
I called this man in the studio.
And
not
I was
even
on the
done.
toilet. I told him.
Yeah, not
I
even.
Said, hey, he said,
I
I
haven't
just need
even
you to listen.
Yeah, tell me what you think. He was the first person here, and to do everything social media wise, TikToks and all that. Crazy part is because I get my royalty statements and it'll say like TikTok, whatever. And when I see TikTok, a lot of the times, I ain't gonna lie, I know you don't do it 100% of the time, but I do think of you because you were one of the first people or the first person to even put that shit on TikTok and do some shit like that. So I really appreciate it. Like,
yeah. See that I always say,
I try to do it a lot, but the way my Instagram is set up now, they won't let me add songs to my stories from Spotify anymore for some reason. So I have to make my own videos with the song, like I did today. How I added your song to the post.
Oh yeah.
It won't let me do it to my stories anymore for some reason. I guess because I have a business account, so I don't know how they worded it. But now I can't add music to my stories. I have to actually add it myself. But see, so I'm forced to download songs.
But let me before we, because I don't want to I want to just say this before we go for artists. We gotta. They only gonna take us as serious as we taking ourselves. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So go back to when you say what's gonna stop it. We need to get these contracts in order. And I'm not saying the contract needs to just be all in depth. And when you go do a show for these people, have a contract signed. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? I don't care if you're doing it for $0. If you want to, let's keep it king. If you want to do tax purposes, shit, make up the price and tell them, hey, I know I'm gonna do this for free. I'm gonna put $500 on this contract. I need you to sign it. Yeah. Now when you go to somebody else to do a show, you got proof that you at least get $500 a show. I got a signed contract. Right. Yeah. I got 10 of these bitches from different people. Even if you got to fake the phone. Paper trail. That say I'm getting at least 5 a show. You get what I mean? But at the end of the day, they only gonna take us as serious as take ourselves. Promoters as well. We only gonna take y'all as serious as y'all acting. You get what I'm saying? You got 15 niggas on this goddamn roster or whatever the fuck this show. Nigga, this a showcase. This ain't no goddamn concert. What the fuck is this? This Apollo. What the fuck? Showtime at the fucking Apollo at this point.
In our group, she be mad how they be doing these flyers.
The flyers be rinky, but again,
everything is like you can't even see like who
you are going to take them
at the bottom right there.
But see, and that's how I got to. I'm not above anyone. The little bit of ground that I'm off of. Yeah, 1 foot. I'm not where I want to be, but the 1 foot how I got off there is exactly that. I learned that perception is key. Like
exactly. And I'm one of those people like depending on the show and who the promoter is. Like if I know the promoter well, I'm one of them people that be like, man. Sometimes I hit a flu. If I know the promoter, like if I don't know the promoter, I'm not gonna trust your flyer. But if I really know the promoter, you from the city, I hit a flu sometimes. Be like, hey, let me redo your flyer.
Most of my shows that I get, they already got flyers for. I hit you up and like make me a new flyer.
I'm like, let me
I get my own flyer.
I can't have you out there looking like this.
Lambo on my ass about this flyer.
But okay, now let me say this. Not getting on. You only gonna take the person as serious because she know not on her ass or anything, but she also know that I'm not a bullshit artist.
No,
you get what I'm saying? Like, you know what? He is about his business, and he is like he don't want this flyer just sit there
looking at it, looking like anything. Right. No,
like this nigga really got shit going on to where I'm pretty sure that he need this flyer.
Yeah,
you get on. He don't probably put money behind what he got going on, and this flyer is gonna be the face of like he not just somebody sitting there saying I need a flyer.
That's why when I do a lot of flyer work, most of my flyers that I share, you do not see me share these local shows that I've done flyers for, because people don't want to see no flyer with 20, 50, 30 billion people on there. Yeah, I don't know if I was telling you. I was telling someone it's gonna be to the point where you're gonna see nothing but speckles. They're like, what's that? Oh yeah, that little somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there's so many people on the flyer.
And I don't
know see nothing but speckles.
What you said about taking you serious. Nobody. You're not gonna get nobody on another tier, from you that's gonna look at a flyer like that and be like, that's something that I will go to.
And then only that too, people always say there's 3 things that have to stand out, which should not be hard to find: the date, the time, and the location. And sometimes those are like the hardest thing to find.
Thing that I look for,
like you got to make that
stand out.
I'm glad you said
that because I mean I get y'all. Sometimes I get you to make a lot of my flyers. So I'm glad you said that because I'm now you can learn from a baby. I always make sure that's on my flyers. But them, you're right. That's
why when I do flyers for people, I always know the placement. Like it's best to put the date, time, location is good at the bottom because people gonna look at the bottom for the location. That's 9 times out of 10 where the location and the address is. But date and time should be somewhere at the top.
I don't make flyers, but you're right.
That's why I try to put it there too. And then people gonna look
how do people read? Like, okay,
that should stand out. And then it's crazy. So like most of the flyers I do it. I don't charge people if I get booked to DJ because that's part of my price. It's like I'm gonna charge you so much to DJ. I'm gonna give you a flyer only because I know my name's gonna be on it. I want the flyer to look good.
Right.
And then there's times where I'm in a group chat with 30 artists. I'm making a flyer. Then they have to know to say, "Oh, are we gonna each get an individual flyer? You can pay me extra."
You want me to make 30 flyers?
I'm not making 30 individual flyers. And then not only that too, you want me to make 30 individual flyers when half of you rappers all have face ski masks on. You all look the same. How they gonna know this little so-and-so, this is big so-and-so?
But they only doing that because they see somebody else.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all look the same.
That-
No
and
one's gonna
listen,
know
I
the
knew you
difference.
when we was little.
That goes all the way back to when you say, does it have something to do with the music? Do you know that the reason? So, just when we spoke about this, just think about the distribution that Suge Knight, Jay Prince, and Irv Gotti was gonna put together. Anything that has something to do with being black,
Yeah.
right? They're gonna have a hold on it and not let it progress. This hip hop shit is like this shit is damn near bigger than God, nigga. If you want to keep
It
it,
can be
like,
a God.
this shit, honestly, like this shit is not only a way of life, it's a way of thinking, it's a way of talking. The way I'm talking right now, and the way I'm dressing, got my hat on and rings and jewelry put together, this is hip hop.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I don't even know how not to be hip hop. Right. It's like my second language.
Yeah.
With that being said, right? With that being so fucking powerful, there's go look at Rhapsody. Like we would go look at people, go look at J. Cole and go look at Kendrick. They selling just as much as whoever these rappers are that's talking that raggedy shit, right? The difference is they not being promoted that way, right? You gotta think. It's like at some point I have to think like, damn, why are you teaching me? Like if I sit there and say I'm gonna go fuck a dog, and then I'm gonna nut in the cat mouth, and then I'm gonna rape 10 kids. Like, do you feel me? Then look at her face.
Right.
Right now, if I was sitting there saying, nigga come in this bitch, nigga, I blow his motherfucking hat off. Nigga, I swear to God, I'll kill a nigga right now. Oh, let's make a song. Oh, I kill this nigga. It's no facial reaction. That's so fucking normal. It's so desensitized to fucking killing another black man.
Right.
But then you gotta look at it like, damn, why? But it's when you say, is it the music? If we watching, all we watch is horror movies, and we watching people get ate up and torn apart and shit like that. At some point, when we see that shit out in public, we desensitize. When we see somebody fall from a bridge and splat, our first thing is to pick up a phone. We not even like, oh my fucking God.
Is he okay?
Let me go this viral moment.
We so desensitized. So I say that to say, is it the music? Well, the culture has a little bit to do with it. And then with hip hop being so big,
the music started, it's the environment you grow with. My first hardcore music album that I ever bought was Doggy Style. That was my first hardcore.
I've never bought one.
I had a cassette. A cassette tape. So I had that.
Then when the cassette store was right there off Dub, right there by across the street from the Mega and shit, like right there where the tire shop and shit. It was a CD store right there. Tape shop. I used to get all my shit from right there.
Yeah, and what you call it too? Was it?
In McCreeless, I think they had one in not McCreeless. What's the store that's right there by where?
It was one on Commerce Street.
Commerce Street Records.
Yeah, they had.
I used to go in there. I used to go to Urban City get my shit.
They had some spots.
Get the screw it up, get the DVDs. I bought the Dirty Third DVD and shit.
Yeah, you get the
DVD, get the posters. Where I got all my hip hop posters from and all that.
Yeah. What happened to that? Damn, that was the spot too. That's when you get the spray painted. It was the image shot right.
Yeah, I still got a shirt that I bought out of when I was in high school to say 210 on it that I bought. I tried to get signed by Third Degree. Yeah. In high school. I go in there.
It was big.
I go in there and rap for one. Right. Nothing happened. Right. I ain't gonna lie, he told me to meet him up there. He wasn't even there. Like when I got there, I'm in there waiting, niggas shopping and shit. But I end up buying the shirt. Yeah. That say 210 on it. And they know I don't keep. I still got shoes. I don't throw nothing away. I still got that shirt and wear it to this day. But it's like, damn, I bought that in high school. Tried to get signed like that. But back to the music. Yes, I do believe that it is influencing certain things. Yes. Yeah. Especially when they do an interview and you say, "Yeah, shit. Do you think it's important to live what you rap?" And then you hear a nigga be like, "Yeah." A nigga that's trying to get in the game. Yeah. He think that's important. So if he go and sit there. I just did a studio session with a nigga the other day. And in his rhyme, he say, who? My partner Joe G. He hard. Yeah, my nigga hard. He came down from Chicago. He from Chicago. Okay. right? He just got down here maybe about a year ago. But anyway, hard as fuck. This nigga hard. In his verse, he say, you kick it with a nigga that tell on his mama. I knew for a fact he'll tell on you. That's hard. You feel me?
Yeah.
No, he's like, you kick it with a nigga tell on his mama. I knew for a fact he'll snitch on you. I was like, damn, that's hard. He was about to go and change and said, damn, bro, I'm lying though. I said, what you lying about? He was like, bro, I don't know nobody that done snitched on their mom. Shit, I'm gonna change it to you snitched on your partner. I knew for a fact that she'll snitch on you. I was like, bro,
keep that.
That's crazy. I say, do you think that when they fucking sitting here, you think that the person that made fucking Donald Duck believes that there's a fucking duck walking around, or the nigga that invented SpongeBob believes that there's a pineapple under the sea with a fucking sponge living in it with a potty named Squidward? No, nigga, we painting pictures. Paint the picture, bro.
Visual. It's a yeah.
But in his mind, he had to live every fucking bar.
He can't think these rappers.
But Pete Game and Joe G hard. But I say that to say, just on that small level that he was about to change that one bar because he said, I don't know nobody that done snitched on their mom, because he got to live what he got to live the whole verse out.
Right.
Think about in his totality. There's a nigga out there that say, hell no, shit. I said that I had a 30 round Draco or whatever the fuck, 100 round Draco. Now I got to go buy one. Yeah. Now I can't. I'm not changing. I'm not changing the verse, bro. I got to go buy one now. Now I got to go. And then you see this nigga with a big ass gun. What that do? Boost his self-esteem to fucking sit there and try to act a hog on the nigga. You get what I'm saying? And then now he say, shit, I'll butt one of these niggas with the strap. He said that in the verse. Guess what he think? Because that's what the rappers say. He gotta live that. But then while he living that and on his way to living that, look at the energy he bringing. So then eventually he gonna get a show. He gonna get a show somewhere.
Somebody gonna match the energy.
And somebody gonna match the fuck out that energy.
Or over energy.
At some point he's gonna have to defend himself.
Yeah.
Did you get what I'm saying?
I feel bad for the artists that been killed in these past couple of years. But to your point, you gotta look at that music that they're making.
Some of them, I ain't gonna lie.
Like it was an argument between when Mo 3 and Yellow Beezy was getting into it, right?
Yeah.
And when Mo 3 passed away, a lot of people were saying, Yellow Beezy, a whole ass nigga, that nigga got that nigga this, da, 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 da. And my thought process was, okay, so what if Yellow Beezy got killed? What are we gonna say about Mo?
Right.
What was the situation was
we human beings, and I have to learn this. Human beings, we not only are we emotional, but also we already know we emotional. But what we don't know mentally is that we only use certain emotions when it's convenient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's say your cousin came in this bitch right now and tried to do something to AC, and AC, I'm not gonna let nothing happen to him. And he beating AC with a bat, and then I pull out a gun and I kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Your cousin was wrong, but since he your cousin,
feel some type of way.
Emotions are convenient.
Yeah.
Now, oh no, but you killed my cousin. You forgetting, you gonna forget the common sense parts where this nigga came in beating this nigga with a bat. And then swung.
That's why I don't like those people that be like, man, free my cousin who's doing life, even though he killed so and so.
Like a lot of dudes
that makes no sense.
Yeah, I understand. Free what's the dude did the dash?
TK.
It's still people saying free TK. Like this nigga killed 2 people.
And he getting out like
just like the people that say free.
He's supposed to. I mean, I think he's gonna get out. But
what's his name?
Like people literally think he shouldn't be locked up.
There's a lot of people.
Exactly, emotions are convenient.
There's people that saying free R. Kelly. There's people that saying free everybody.
Emotions are convenient.
There's people that saying free. A lot of people that's locked up that just need to be locked up.
Yeah, but that goes to his point. I just never looked at it as that conveniently being.
We just convenient.
Your emotions.
That's it.
A lot of us didn't even know shit that was going on with that situation. And we invested a lot of energy in that.
And time.
I was just telling. I think it was AC I was talking to, and shout out to my brother AC. He's sitting on the other side. Y'all don't see him, right? We're radioactive podcasting this bitch, huh?
He here, but he ain't here.
But I was just telling. I think I was telling AC. It was either I was talking to AC or I was talking to. I was talking to AC. I was talking to Money, and I was telling them that's why that's everybody that know me know that I'm a great businessman. Mm-hmm. Right? I play a lot. Yes.
Yeah.
But behind with that paperwork, they'll tell you like, no, this nigga is like. He's a great businessman, but he play a lot. You wouldn't even know it's like he masked that shit with playing so much, but like
you
this
know how
nigga,
to separate.
Yeah, but I was just telling them, I believe it was Daisy or Money, one of them. I was like, bro, that's why I love contracts and I love business. Because if we do business together and the paperwork say this, and maybe it didn't go in your favor, or maybe it didn't go in my favor, this is what the paperwork say. So if you get mad or I get mad, it's just emotions. Mm-hmm. It's unbiased emotions. You're just mad because it didn't go in your favor. You can't be mad at me because you signed it and I signed it. I love business, especially when there's paperwork involved. Mm-hmm. Even if I don't get the upper hand, because guess what? Then I can't come at you and say, oh, fuck you. Maybe I do feel bad that after the deal goes through, maybe you got a little bit more than what I got. But I knew that 6 months ago when I signed the paperwork and this deal went through. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I love business, especially when paperwork is involved. These people don't understand that all this shit is subjective. When we sit here talking about killing each other and whatever, it is about how you gonna perceive it. But at the same time, if all I do, right, when I first go to jail, I don't eat that food. Mm-hmm. I can't eat, bro. I haven't been in jail for as long as I've been, like 3 months. The first 3 days, first 4 days, I can't eat the food to the point to where they telling me they about to put me on suicide watch, like just because I'm not eating their food. Yeah. By a week, oh nigga, that shit tastes delicious. Did you get what I'm saying? So if you feed the motherfucker slop every fucking day,
yeah,
which literally
at some point, at some point, they gonna like. You ever heard a song on the radio? Remember when we used to listen to Rich Homie Quan or whoever the fuck the mumble rap? Yeah. We didn't even know what the fuck they were saying. Honestly, we didn't know what the fuck they were saying. You listen to that shit like 10 times. They play that shit on the radio over and over and over again. At some point, you're going to pick up what the fuck they're saying. But nigga, 3 days ago, that shit was trash. Mm-hmm. But they put it in your mind so much. And now, you get what I'm saying?
Like movies is the same way.
You didn't even like the shit initially. You're like, nigga, I don't like that shit. Yeah. I don't want that shit. But they give it to you so fucking much to where
like you really like it or it gets stuck in your head.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? My son, he think the cough syrup that got the little bubblegum flavor, he think that shit delicious when he was in it, because that's his epitome. Like that's how high his taste level goes to where, oh, this must be what bubblegum tastes like.
Right.
If I gave you some of that same cough syrup, you'd be like, nigga, I'm not drinking this shit. This shit tastes like Robitussin.
Yeah.
But we gave it to like, this is what you get what I'm saying? Yeah. You know other shit. You get what I'm saying? So if we just feeding you this, and my son don't know what regular Robitussin tastes like. Yeah. If I gave that shit to him, he probably be like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. But this Robitussin, which to me still got that Robitussin taste and all that, just got a little bubblegum flavor to it, but it still got a Robitussin taste to it. My son used to that. He like it. Mm-hmm. You gonna hate that shit. So it's the same thing. It's like if you feed the motherfucker, kill. At some point, they're gonna be like, hey, what do you kill? Exactly. And you probably, it's just because that's what the last movie you watched.
What was that?
That most likely that's gonna be on your mind. What you thinking about right now? You watch some shit about flowers and shit, and then you go into the store and then you pass up the flowers. You probably be a little more interested in the flowers just because you just your mind was just on flowers.
Yeah. And I think that's key with that's key with whenever I used to go out, when I was going out on my way home, or even at work. They say I was at work when I worked at the warehouse. Right? So in the warehouse, ain't nothing but a whole bunch of dudes, masculine energy around,
right?
Damn near prison. So you got to be this guy. On my way home all the time, and from when I used to go to the club on my way back to the crib or whatever, I always listen to R&B because it changes your mood. So instead of me riding back home to listening to Zero or whatever, and I get back home, now my energy is up here. If I'm listening to R&B or something like that,
you're more calm.
Now I'm more calm, and my emotions ain't still got nuck if you buck in it.
Think about it this way. Black people, and I know y'all have heard this before, and me, I'm very, very into my roots, right? But I will say this: Black people are naturally in tune with vibrations and bass and waves, and just we naturally in tune with that, right? With that being said, just like you said, and you're a black man, when you listen to R&B and go home, you got in a different mood because your body is naturally in tune with bass. Keep that in mind. When I say that, yes, the music could influence, especially Black people.
Those 808s.
You gotta what the just music, music. Period. But do you get what I'm saying? We so in tune with instruments and with mother life and bass because it has nothing to do with with the instrument. Fuck the instruments. Black people are naturally in tune with sound and vibrations and energy, period. That's what beats and all that put out anyway. A horn is gonna put out a different energy and a different frequency than an 808. And the 808 gonna do a different deal. But black people, we feel all of that shit.
I think it's good to, with what you're saying, it's good to, we talk about detoxing a lot. I think it's good to sometimes detox yourself from certain types of music. I think it'd probably be harder for you because you just making music. But like me, I because a lot of people think fasting is just food. You can fast from anything.
Right.
So I used to fast from hip hop music. I didn't listen to no rap for like a week. No rap. Just like mellow music, neo soul type music for a week. Bro. Stress is lower. Like I say, your energy, like you say, we in tune with the vibration. So now, instead of me being like on guard, because you listen to certain music before you go to the club. So now I'm listening to certain music. So now I'm just like mellow. Have you ever seen those hippies that just like, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of vibe. So you walk into a room, everybody else is rah-rah, and you just like, just cool.
I do that all the time.
People notice that shit too.
I do that all the time, detoxing music because I DJ a lot of hip hop shows.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just like, I need another vibe.
Let me say this for the people.
That's why I like to DJ other shows besides just hip hop. I'm like, let's do R&B, let's do spoken word.
Listen to country music.
I'm gonna say, and look, that's what I'm about to say. So listen, hip hop is literally the like when you say a week, it's funny. Like I don't listen to hip hop at all. So like I don't know no new Drake. Like I literally don't listen. Not when you say a week, it's like damn nigga, I don't think I listen to no rap music this month, nigga. Like or within like the last 6 months. Now if it come on the radio, we listen. You know what I'm saying? Or making some music.
Yeah, a lot of new music I hear is from TikTok. If it's not because of TikTok, me either.
Yeah, but a majority of my music I listen to. I love Tim McGraw. I'm listening to jazz.
I love country, pop, 90s R&B.
I'm not doing it because.
And kids.
When AC just get in my car, this is just what it didn't just get on the radio. Like you go through all the stations. It's like let me put on one. Damn, the first one is jazz. Let me put on hip hop. Don't be coming to like number 8. Like okay, let me get on some.
Yeah, the last.
You get what I'm saying? Now it's not because it's hip hop.
Chop this screw country. That must be
it's just
Travis.
What I'm into.
That's Travis right there.
That nigga say chop this screw country. Hey, that's hard.
But we're gonna go into a different topic because we can talk about this for a long time.
Yeah.
Now, being that you are an artist and a podcaster, what's the hardest part of doing both? In general.
I'm gonna say with the hardest. Me, I run my own rap career. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So it's easy. The hardest part about being a podcaster is my brother over here. He's the boss of the podcast. AC Jerome Turner. That's the boss. And AC.
See, you always gotta have a boss, and these two. Listen, them and Travis don't be thinking I'm the boss.
And I'm not saying boss. Listen,
no. I know what you mean though.
No, he is. No. I'm saying it exactly what the fuck. AC, the boss of Radioactive, nigga. I'm his second in command, right? Boss. Like get that to my brother.
Second in command.
But I say that to say, AC don't give you no rest.
He be going. I be saying.
AC.
I used to be like that until. I used to be like that when we first started. Then they have to remind me, hey, remember I'm married with kids. I was like, oh.
Well, no, I'm gonna say we're in.
I used to be like that.
She used to be. Like
I used to be the one that called 2 a.m. talking about, I got this great idea. They're like,
nah, fuck I just see. No, the good thing with AC is we need to get this paperwork. We need to get this package out. We need to email these people. We need to it be major shit. What makes it hard for me is I got a lot going on as well.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, let's say AC will say, hey. We supposed to have a meeting. Like, so let's say, hey, we supposed to have a meeting, whatever. Damn, I got an interview, I got a show, then I got this, and then I'm gonna be doing this like little press shit with the sitcom, right? Damn, I can't make the meeting that day. You get what I'm saying? So it's just trying to balance every fucking thing.
Open up next Saturday.
What's next Saturday?
Open it up.
Wow, what's next Saturday?
Photo shoot. For the magazine cover.
Okay, shit. I'm in there. Shit. I'm gonna get out.
So what do you tell your team? I'm gonna we're gonna have a talk after you're on high.
Who, me?
We have a talk after you're on high.
Listen. So
you gotta tell your team.
AC. I thought you was talking about money. I thought you was talking about.
No.
Okay.
No.
AC. Yeah.
I don't know if money's high. I can't see him.
No, I thought you were talking
him.
about that you had already told
Yeah.
money, but
Yeah.
you already told.
No. Yeah, it's a podcast thing.
Oh, podcasting. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. AC, that's just what makes it so difficult. So just like when you say open up this Saturday coming up or next
Saturday.
Let's just hypothetically, and of course we already know. So I'm gonna have money and we're gonna lock that in.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what makes it so difficult to where I'm a full-time rapper.
Right.
Luckily, I got a job too.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's the job.
And at my job, and most people, I do rapping so well, and I do it so full time that most people don't even think I got a job. No, a real job. I'm talking about a job that I got to clock into.
Oh, I agree.
At
people
my
think
job,
people think I do graphics full time.
They be telling me like, bro, they be looking at me like, bro, why are you here? And it's like, it ain't my time yet, but I'm gonna be here. Like, I know how to hold down a job. I ain't no dumbass nigga. Like, nigga, I know how to hold down a job for years at a time. I can ask, nigga, but I know how to hold this bitch down and get some money, right? But that's just what makes it so difficult to where I got everything else going on, being a full-time rapper. I'm acting. D. Wayne got his own agenda.
Exactly.
We got to do this press conference. We got to do this.
Yeah.
And D. Wayne just as serious as about his movies as AC is about his podcasting. And then I'm just as serious with my music. So it's like with people with three bosses actually being bosses and having to, sometimes I got to leave the boss realm and I gotta come and be the worker for AC, or I gotta come and be the worker, and it just be so difficult not being a worker, but because now I gotta move from energy from over here and come here. Same thing. Damn, AC need this energy. I'm not gonna be able to give all this energy to the music today. So it's just juggling. That's the only thing that make it difficult. But I'm honored and I'm lucky to even be in this position that I am.
I'm still learning how to balance everything.
I'm lucky to even have
whenever
these
we
issues.
do something, whenever we have something. And AC will show up and you don't, we don't even question it. We already know.
Yeah, and
Lambo we know he must be doing something musically, something, because he'll be here if it wasn't.
Exactly, and AC know that. Like, and that's a good thing that I have someone. I started rapping with AC. We match a tattoo. Like, we started a music group when we was kids.
You didn't get into music, AC? You didn't want to be a rapper?
No, he was. AC was a singer.
He was
you got bars?
He was a singer.
Yeah, the singer.
That's what I'm saying. So AC
can sing?
No. Listen. Look. No, I'm bullshit. AC goes, he can't sing. No, he can't.
We'll get you on the mic right now.
Yeah,
look, AC gonna come and see some Jodeci coming up at the top of the hour.
But that's the good, and believe me, me and AC, he a boss. He not a little, like AC. He does a tremendous job. Like,
congratulations on your LLC too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He just got his pool company. He don't work for nobody else.
Hey, look,
so
I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you, when I seen you get your LLC, I said I need to quit bullshitting. And then, like, I want to say a few weeks later, I didn't even get mine on my own. My wife was like, "Hey, what you waiting on?" And I'm like, I got to make sure my money is right. I got to, man. She said, she slid me her card. I was like, go get your LLC. I said, man, no, let me do this on my own. She said, no, get it now, because you'll wait. You'll keep waiting.
Man, y'all dropping LLCs. Man, my number is 210. No, y'all dropping LLCs. Let me drop my number.
But it's important, because without him, just like we were talking about, is a visual. So now you can see people posting or see people talking about their stuff, but when you actually see him posting, be like, look, boom, now I got it now. Now you be like, you know what? I was thinking about it. I took it as a confirmation that I need to go ahead and just do it.
Right.
Because I was BSing. You know what I'm saying? So once I did mine, I was like, when I see him post his, I was just like, I said, let me quit bullshit, man. Just go ahead and get this thing.
AC, and I would say, and it has nothing to do with me and everyone, man, AC best friends. Right. Like, this is one of the closest people in my life, right? With that being said, I've been honored, and he's been honored to have a friend that we truly go-getters. Like, it's funny, like, it feels funny to say, like, because you have a friend that's a bullshitter. It's like, nah, like, we risk takers. Like, hey, I got $10,000. What you about to do with it? Put it all in this. For real? Yeah. And guess what? And it'll fail. And it'll fail like a motherfucker. But we can like, damn, nigga, at some point that you're gonna do it again, and it's gonna flip. Now you lost it all, and AC the whole way, because me and AC do things totally different. So the whole way I'm probably doing it one way, AC doing it another. It'll fail, and then it'll happen, and then it'll fail, and then it'll happen. So I've just been on my team to where he know that I'm chasing something, and I also understand that he's chasing something. And even though mentally and verbally it'll probably conflict, right?
Yeah.
Deep down inside, we know that we're chasing something for the both of us. It's like
the bigger picture. It's the bigger picture.
Has there ever been any moments or situation where it's like, hey, I know we're friends, but hey, we gotta put that aside and really like get to the business? Like,
yeah, it's like that every day.
I wouldn't say like disagreements, but like moments where it's like, you know what I mean?
No, it's exactly disagreements every day.
Like, what's the funniest thing y'all disagreed about? Not the serious thing, the funniest thing where you're like, man, I can't believe we had a disagreement about this. Something like.
I remember this one time AC told me that I wasn't able to get a brand new car because I didn't have a license.
That was really advice, though.
No, it wasn't. That's not true.
He got one.
Wait, you trying to say he shouldn't get a car?
No, he said I couldn't.
Oh no, you can get a car with no license.
I know, but we argued over it. It pissed me off that he said it.
Yeah, they don't care about license.
So then you end up getting.
I told him that.
So then you end up getting one without one.
Of course.
And then what did he say after that?
My first car.
Oh, let me tell you, AC. So let me tell you, our whole life, I know I play a lot, but AC would tell you. AC, like if I say it's raining outside, bro, you could really grab an umbrella. I know I joke a lot, but my word is truly my bar. Like I know people probably look at certain shit like, man, this nigga play a lot. I am truly probably I don't like speaking on myself, but ask somebody else. Yeah. I say that to say that when it happened, and he noticed that it could happen. It was not more on, look, I told you so. I look at it more as like my friend knew. Like if you ask AC, he'll tell you Arby was the first to do this, Arby was the first to do that, Arby was the first to get this, Arby always had this, Arby always, and he played so much. So it was not more on like, look, nigga, I told you.
It was more like how you do it.
More on like he should have known that it was gonna happen. Like what?
He really did it. He went and did it.
Like he should have known that it could happen.
My first car, I had no license. So
I bet
you don't need a license to get a car, bro. You just need some money. You just need some money.
You can go to a dealership like Chevrolet, and they'll say, "Do you have a driver's license?"
Listen,
like, nah, but I got 4,500.
Listen,
on that. What's it called? They be like, "We can work something out."
Hold on. Let me tell you specifically. I'm glad you said Chevrolet. Listen to this man right here. He's saying you ain't gonna go nowhere like Chevrolet or Dodge or Cadillac. I'm glad you just said. I'm telling him, yes, you can. He specifically said the shit you're saying. You ain't gonna go to Chevrolet or nothing. I'm like, no.
Straight to Chevrolet.
Yeah. Matter of fact, AC, name another one. You can't go to I'm going to Cadillac tomorrow, nigga, to get a motherfucking car. But
yeah, they respect that money.
But the thing about me and AC when we argue, one thing we don't do is argue with logic. I've been lucky enough to have a best friend that we don't argue with logic. AC done proved me wrong. As soon as he say, nah, nigga, look, you thought the sky was red, dumbass is blue. We don't argue.
Yeah.
It's touche, you got that. Like it's never, we don't argue with logic. Like we don't argue with common sense. We will go back and forth over common sense. Like, yeah, but my common sense makes more common sense than yours.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But your sense might make sense and his sense might make sense.
Exactly. We'll go back and forth on that. Like, no, you're making no sense, but for the most part, I have someone on my side that I got anger issues, and they've grown up with me from zero to now, so they could see through all of that. Luckily, and see the good intentions, and even when we argue, like I said, they know that it's a bigger picture at the end of the day.
Well, I know you guys have a new addition to the podcast team.
No, we don't. You ain't even got to mention none of that. AC funny. AC is a funny nigga. Who we got a new addition to? Who?
I thought the chick was the new addition.
Let me say this. Listen, because I'm a good nigga. So
I don't even know her name.
No, Keisha. Shout out to Keisha.
Yeah.
So what she doing? She honestly, she had to go do.
She does the Wildin' Out.
Yeah.
She do Wildin' Out, and they're gonna be casting her, so she won't be in Radioactive
as often.
As often. It might not.
Just like. So she's got a boss
just
moves
like you.
Boss moves. That's what I meant, like boss moves.
Yeah, she going
like you a boss, she a boss.
Yeah, so exactly. She going off and doing her own thing.
Not like that.
Like you, temporary. Like
no, you're not temporary. Boss moves.
But yeah. So she going off and
I get it.
Try to do an acting. Do a Wildin' Out shit.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's dope. So I like that. Congratulations to her.
So that's why you said we were like, oh yeah, we got a new addition. It's like, damn, and she just put that She just put her 2 weeks in, so to speak.
Hey, it's all good.
I mean, y'all had her for a little bit. I mean, she showed up to one of the events.
One of the
events.
Yeah. No,
so,
shout out to Keisha. Shout out to
dope
Keisha.
person, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, all jokes aside, because we like to have fun, we also like to get serious. Mental health check. How you doing?
Yeah.
On a 1 to 10, 1 being not so good, 10 being the best. How you feeling right now? Mental health check in.
Mentally, I'm fantastic. Spiritually,
tell us.
Let's speak on it. That's the one tied.
No, mentally, and I'm talking about my mind and my body, though. You feel me? My soul. So I'm a good 9.5. You feel me?
That's good.
9.5.
How you doing?
I'm always like at a 7 or 8.
Oh shit! You need to smoke a blunt.
I'll be at a 10 once I achieve the stuff that I got lined up.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I could ever be.
I don't think I'll ever be a 10. A 10 is.
That's perfect.
10 is. I think a 10 is momentarily. Like I was at a 10 when my kids was born.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. 10s are certain points.
And then they had their first poop, and then it went down. No joke.
Yeah, 10s are certain points. I'm just not a 10 all goddamn day.
It went down.
But yeah, it's like I think not realistically a 9.5 is about.
You a 10 all the time. You a serial killer. Like, a murderer.
You don't care.
Why you got no emotion? You're not mad. You're not happy. You just happy all the like. Damn, you a killer, bro. Yeah, I'm scared of you.
I think 7 or 8 on a regular because you go through shit every day. So
yeah, I'm a 6.57. I work at a school with kids, so.
Yeah, teachers.
You a teacher?
No, I'm an assistant, but they have me 7 almost every day, so I might as well just go back to school, be a teacher. And I mostly work with the little ones, pre-K 3 and 4. So.
Well, shit, I mean, since AC,
what's your mental health? Why you here?
I'm high as a high nigga pie.
He probably at a 12 right now.
Yeah, 8. My baby said he at 8, huh?
8.
That's my little baby. Not baby like no gay shit. Like that's my. You know what I'm saying? I hold. You know what I'm saying? Hold him like a feather. That's my nigga. I do anything for my nigga.
That's real. Shout out to Travis too.
Shout out to that boy Travis. Don't he be boxing or
MMA?
Yeah, that's hard.
Oh, and he trains too. So if you want self-defense classes,
for your kids too, because your kids are
in. My kids doing.
Your kids do it too.
So he do self-defense classes and all that stuff for adults and kids.
You wasting daughters, you might want to get them in there.
So, he legit.
In case you can't be there to fight out the boys, they there to fight out the boys. How it is. Just gotta do it.
So continuing with the topics, so we all got our different definition of success. So in your eyes, what would you deem successful to you?
Stability, making sure got a roof over our head, transportation, income, not income that just for the time being, income that we can hold on to and we can
pass
invest.
Down.
Yeah, and we're not even passed down because people don't understand when we say like this American dream. Like I don't gotta have no $1 trillion, no $10 billion. No, if I had just own a house, and I know that we can't even get put out. I know that we have a home, our own car. We will always have transportation, and then I own this company bringing in money. Let's just whatever I'm doing. That work. You know what I'm saying? I don't care where you work at, but as long as you got it set you up, you're comfortable, and not just comfortable to where this pays my rent and I got enough to. I'm not saying you gotta have $1 million. You got enough to pay your bills. You got enough to put some food into your refrigerator. You got enough to have a little bit of money left over if your kids want something from the ice cream truck. Buy them some clothes. You got a car, and you got above your head, and you're able to turn TV and watch whatever the fuck. Even if you got cable, you can put on a DVD in this bitch.
Right. Yeah.
And the heat come on and the air come on. At the end of the day, fuck a bed, all that way. If we need to, we can sleep in the kitchen. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying.
But you got a roof over here.
To me, that's success. You get what I'm saying? Like, damn, he's successful. Because shit, I done slept in my car. I done had to sleep outside. So just little shit. That is like when I was in that position, that I can't knock another nigga be like successful $10 million. When I was literally sleeping in my car, I swear to God, I used to be like, damn, I'll go to like one of my homies' house and they stand in the projects. They got a 1-bedroom, stand in the project. Damn, I would love to have this apartment.
Right.
I keep this bitch clean. You walk in the house and say, man, I had this bitch clean. I do this to this bitch, nigga. I put a TV right there. Like I dreamed of just staying in the projects because I'm sleeping in the car at this point in time in my life. Or stealing out the grocery store. All the grocery. I looked like I went grocery shopping, but I did not. All this shit is stolen. I just didn't care. They didn't ask me for no bag, but I literally took all the bags in the aisles and just stuffed them hoes in a basket, drove and walked up Rigsby back to the Rigsby into my apartment. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Dreaming like, damn, if I could just be blessed with food stamps.
Right.
Like, do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, what is success? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, are you able to bring in money? Yep. Do you got a place of your own that you could call home and you could walk in and lay on the fucking couch? You can lay on the floor? Yep. Got transportation, even if it's, a bullshit ass car. Yep. Oh, well, you successful. But that's just me.
Yeah, because everybody's definition is different. If you talk to a lot of people think homeless people are just broke. Sometimes that's not the case. A lot of homeless people are rich in a sense. They ain't got no bills tied to them. I seen a homeless dude pull out a bankroll, like a stack of money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But his definition of success would be, I get to wake up every day and go and try to provide for myself, or if somebody's standing in my tent with me or whatever. Right. A lot of people will look at that as like, how can you think you're successful and you just stand in a tent? Yeah, but I'm alive.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a lot of people that's successful with money and they're not alive.
Think about it. If somebody told you that if you got to be homeless or I'll cut your arm off. Like, think about, you got to think
homeless. I ain't
exactly. So think about the necessities. Do you get what I'm saying? So
everything you named was a necessity to a certain extent.
When someone like, oh, you just gonna sleep in a tent, it's like, well, what are you comparing it to? Because if you was on your deathbed, right, and they said, oh, in order for you not to die, you got to be homeless, you'll be homeless. Right. You wouldn't mind being homeless. So what are we comparing it to? You're just basing your success higher than another person's success, because goddamn it, if you were drowning or falling out the sky and they said, oh, you got to do this, you got to be homeless or whatever the fuck horrible circumstance, you got to have no car, you got to do whatever the fuck lower than used to, you gonna do it. You gonna have no problem doing. I gotta do what? I gotta break my own finger, nigga. Be at that ground, you gonna break the fuck out your finger.
Yeah.
Do you feel what I'm saying? You gonna break the fuck out your finger because now you got your wits in. It's like, oh hell no. So people got their own definition of success. Like I said, being able to, my grandma called me and say, hey, you got some money I could use, or being able to just give my grandma some money and make sure she's straight. Like, and I know $1 million just enough money to pay my grandma bills. I mean, enough for that. What's your bills? Oh, I paid my mortgage $1,500. Whatever the fuck a mortgage is that she paid.
Right.
I got that number.
Yeah,
I'm successful. I'm successful. I can pay my grandma mortgage.
me, my mom, my sister, and my wife. We have that connection. Like, my sister can hit my wife up and be like, hey sis, you got $40 I can get?
Right.
Until so and so, my wife, yeah. Everything, even with my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law is the same way. Really busy, very, very business minded. If I can give her an idea, even with her own self, she can get an idea and she gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And then you when you surround yourself around those type of people, our success, I think, is levels to it. Once you reach, because it ties into what I was going to ask you next. Is it dangerous to set goals? Do you think it's dangerous to set a goal?
No.
Because I heard a dude, the reason why I asked, not to cut you off,
no, go ahead.
The reason why I asked is the dude said, once you set a goal and you reach that goal, now what?
Right.
So it's kind of like you putting
we was just talking about that.
A cap on it, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, like, I just want to be a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just let me be a millionaire.
Right.
Okay. A millionaire can be that's $1 million.
Right.
So you putting a cap instead of, like, I guess you could saying, I just want to have enough money to be able to provide. You know what I'm saying? That's not like a cap, because that can be.
I have goals. What was you about to say, Mom? Oh, okay. No, I have goals, and I think that goals are important. Just like a watch, or you know what I'm saying? For instance, how do you know specifically how far you're going or what you're doing? You get what I'm saying? If you have no ratio to pinpoint where you are. You get what I'm saying? Like you have no way to exactly. You have no way to track it.
But I feel like you still track it, and not necessarily like you said it has a goal. You can still have like I wouldn't say like mini goals. You still have I don't know how you call it, but you can still have
long term, short term.
Yeah, like
I feel like it's important to have goals, right? Now,
it's just like when people say you should not have a plan B because that means you're expecting plan A to fail.
Nope, I believe all of that because.
No, I think
you should have a plan Z. You get what I'm saying?
Because you just talked about it. Like, you just gave an example of how y'all had ideas and stuff that y'all have implemented and it failed.
It failed.
So okay, that's the plan A.
Yeah, and we don't even do none of that no more. AC was the first person in San Antonio. Look, AC was the first person. And I'm gonna say I'm the second because we was doing it together. AC was the first person in San Antonio with cell phone watches. When we were selling cell phone watches, this is way before Apple, before anything. We were selling them shits. Do you know how people was talking about? Why the fuck would I want to talk on my phone like James Bond? Text on my phone, text on my watch. That's stupid, bro. Then I gotta go like this. We're like, no, you can Bluetooth it to your phone. You can do this. You can text. We had different kinds. We had the ones that. The whole wrist, like that whole thing, got to check.
Like the Predator.
Man, we had the ones that look like Apple. We had them shits way before, years before Apple ordered them hoes. Everybody was like, "No." You seen the watches with the videos? Bro, we had the ones that have cameras in it. You put your. We had ones that if you didn't want a Bluetooth, you could just put your SD card in there and the watches. Same shit. Niggas was telling us, "No, I don't want that shit."
Yeah, I saw a dude in a St. Philip College. He had the watch.
And then what?
SD card in it, and every look at it was a porno going on.
Yeah.
He had the big face like that, just like that. Watch this like you had big face with the porno going on. You look at it. He didn't care what time.
Shit. Skin 30. Fuck.
Skin. Like he had a different.
But it failed. But the crazy part is, it failed because for one, but again, taking ideas, it failed, but we weren't afraid to go for it. And this was AC's idea, but I think that we were ahead of.
But I feel like a planned idea and a failed plan is different because, like, you can have an idea, but if you don't plan for it, that's different. Planning, I don't know.
Well, I think that what that did was, it showed us what we were capable of.
Hey, Chris, Chris Live at 5, thank you for tuning in. Shout out to Steve from the Bone Zone for tuning in.
After AC did the cell phone watches, we've ran off and either created or tried to create like 5-6 other companies. I've tried to create a record company. AC does quit his job. We created a pool company. We got Radioactive Podcast. We got, you get what I'm saying? Like,
what's our next company that trying to create?
I don't. We'll see. No, but that's what that did though. It showed us what was possible.
When he was he was working for an actual
company at the time,
right? An actual pool company.
And he was delivering mail.
I was out there off of, I don't even know. It was some Amazon. I was in Amazon. Yeah. I was working. I had a shitload of packages going to this lady's house, and I'm putting my shit on his dolly, and he passed by, and we look at each other. I'm like, that look like AC.
I know that.
He stopped and backed up. I said, so we chopped it up. We was in the boondocks. That shit was up 16.
If you just tuned in right now, the question is it dangerous? Is it dangerous to set goals? So let us know your thoughts right now. And as you think about your thoughts, we have this question of the show that we ask every show
that she having
a little real quick. Shout out to Chris from Twitch. Now, artists, you might know this, but you might not. All right. Artists. Put you onto a little game. You try to make some extra money because you know you make money from your streams, from your YouTube stream, your Spotify streams. You make money when you perform. If you do it right, you're supposed to make money when you're performing. But Twitch is where you're gonna make your money. I'm telling you right now, because you know Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and copyright issues with these mainstream artists. But they're not gonna copyright issues when it's underground artists, indie artists. And Twitch streamers are always looking for indie artists who play. Chris, he's always playing U3 radio. You go to his live, you hear me in the background. Yo, you go DJ Babe Blue Diamond, tune into U3 radio because I'm playing underground music. That's dope. They can play it without their stream getting flagged. And that's another way for people to hear your music because there's times he plays songs and they're like, who's this? who you listening to right now. And I can say, oh, this is so and so by
Right.
so and so.
Yeah.
So tap in with the gamers.
Tap in.
Yeah.
Whether they have 2 gamers, 3 gamers, tap in with the gamers. That's how I meet a lot of my people through the game world.
You know what? I was wondering where Chris that is. I think I know that Chris. He be on the Call of Duty playing a lot. Is this that Chris?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Oh, maybe not. Shout out to
do
Chris
you
anyway.
be on Call of Duty?
I think this my
Sometimes
dude.
I
That
think-
he
Is he black?
No, he's Mexican.
I think this is the same one.
Yeah,
He's from
he's
San Antonio?
Yeah.
I think that might be
Okay,
him.
yeah. Shout out to Chris. That's
Yeah,
what I-
so exactly. They're always looking for music they can play without getting flagged, and that's the best way to go. I'm telling you. So you send me your music, they gonna play, and someone's gonna bound to hear your music. They're gonna tap into a stream and be like, who's this? Oh, this East Side of Willis, Avi. Go check it out. And then not only that too, not only does he listen to U3, he drops the links. He's like, this is where you can check out U3 and all that. So support. I like that. But we have a question of the show that we like to ask everybody. We're gonna ask you too, AC, if you can function. I don't know. He
I'll email
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll email my response.
Exactly. I'll send in the group chat, in the podcast group chat. But I'm gonna add D to ask that question because this is the question he thought of. I still have not came up with an answer yet, so I'm slacking. But I will think of an answer soon. I'm still thinking about it. But go ahead, ask that question.
And all y'all that's watching, if y'all, when I ask this question, if y'all have a response, man,
type it in the chat. Let
y'all
us
can
know.
type it in, or y'all can
stitch it on TikTok.
Yeah,
Follow us.
on
Where You
TikTok
Ask
or whatever.
Podcast.
Let us know what
Stitch
it
it.
is.
Let
and
us
then
know.
We can post those answers and stuff like that. But the question is, and I thought about this like a couple of weeks ago, and I just brought it to the podcast, and I just think it's a question that, with everything going on, I guess the height of information right now, and people are starting to find out, like with the Kyrie Irving and the Kanye West stuff. So I was saying, the question is, what is a truth that you're willing to stand on and suffer the consequences for? So what's one of your truths that you're willing to stand on?
You go first and tell them your truth. I know you said it before, but don't you have a couple?
I can get one every
Just
week.
pick one. Just pick one.
So
I'm a fart wherever I want.
So my first one that I did last week, that was the first time I asked that question. Right?
No, the week before last. It was the first time. It was just
With D Jones.
with D
Last
Jones.
week it was with Bone.
With Bone, with Steve.
With Steve. So the question, after the question, I said, my thing I already done on is that, my opinion, I think us black people in America we got a lot of things going on that we need to fix, but one of the things that we need is we have an identity crisis. Most of us don't know what our identity is. We're attaching ourselves onto stuff that we probably shouldn't be attaching ourselves onto. So that's with the
Chris, we talking about both. So whatever you feel like talking about, you can talk
With,
about religion, politics, or do pineapple go on pizza? Do pineapple
with,
go on pizza?
No, I don't eat no pineapple.
Hell no.
With so with the Kanye West thing, right? Well, the shit that he getting flack for, and Dave Chappelle now, and Kyrie Irving. I think I've always said this: if you identify yourself as Black, African American, whatever, Asian, Chinese, all these names that was basically given to us, by select people, even Spanish, the conquistadors and all that, right? The problem why Kanye West is getting into so much shit is that you're messing, now it's like messing with big pharma. Now you're messing with people with money. And Jewish people don't like the spotlight on them, especially in a negative way. And they run most of media. So I think that what's happening with Kanye and with Kyrie and Dave Chappelle now, apparently, I just saw that today, which is crazy, that it's a uprising in information that's getting pushed out now. Now, they don't care if you say you're an Egyptian. They don't give a fuck about that. But if you pronounce yourself as anything biblical that has something to do with power and ties to God, it's a problem now. It's an issue now, because now you have, I guess you could say you got a backup. You got a big homie, as in, whoever you call God, whoever you believe in. But if you got a backup and you feel like, and you come to the conclusion like, I'm more than a nigga. I'm more than an African American. I'm somebody that God actually cared about. Now it's an issue because now it's like Rap City, 106 in Park, Cetus World,
Hits from the streets.
Hits from the streets. All these.
I used to dream of being on all those.
When conscious rap started kicking off, those shows had to go.
That was in that era. Exactly. I was about to say that was that era.
Those shows had to go because imagine us, instead of us listening to fucking the shit that we listen to.
Yeah.
Imagine us listening to Grand Nubian and KRS-One and shit like that. I don't think we would be in this position we're in.
I mean, let me say this, to be honest, and I know we talking about what we stand on.
Yeah.
When we talk about end up like gangster rap, and if we were listening to Grand Nubian, KRS-One, Rakim, and whoever else, right? What we're not paying attention to is that it has nothing to do with them because DMX, NWA, every one of these rappers from 50 Cent back, right? They were not just talking about shoot 'em up, bang, bang. They also had messages in there.
Yeah.
You know, even when NWA said fuck the police.
That was a political stand.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But the stand, that's why it's tied into the stand. So we see what happened to them. Like they still was relevant, but
they wasn't allowed to perform that song.
Right. And that's what
doors.
To me, I feel like that's once we start seeing that, and I don't know why black people don't see that. It take all of us, and some of us are ignorant to that. And some of us do know that and we're naive, right? So with me knowing that, AC, what are you doing? What the fuck are you? Don't walk out. What is AC doing? Why is AC walking out, bro? What the fuck is wrong with you? Fuck wrong with this nigga, bro?
And loud and kicking stuff.
Kicking shit over and shit, bro. Don't interrupt my interview, bro. Fuck wrong with this nigga, bro? But when people come in and let's say for instance, I say I'm gonna be whatever the fuck I'm gonna be a fucking car salesman, right? And then I start selling cars, and then the cars that I'm selling are doing better than fucking Tesla or whatever. When Tesla got backing from whoever. Once I started to do it, being black, then we're gonna find anything wrong with it. Anything.
That's why we do. And tear each other down.
It's not even us tearing each other down. The reason that it looks like we tearing each other down, right, is because that's what we promote. Not we, but if all I'm promoting is nigga this, and I got other shit to put. Yeah. I got another movie that's gonna say that you whatever the fuck you're great, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. I got movies that
that's
say
not
that.
Gonna sell like
no, it do sell. Let me tell you why I don't.
Not like
the reason. Let me tell you, it do sell. The reason that you think it don't sell, right? It sell the same way as, like I said, if all they got at the store is bread and bologna.
Right.
That's all they got. Oh, that shit gonna sell because that's all you got. So when you say, oh, it don't sell, no, we don't even put it on the shelf to sell. You get what I'm saying? All we're putting out there is toxic water and then saying, oh, this is all. So now this is what we think. Oh, it's all water. This is all the water that's provided. But then we can go somewhere else and we can see like, oh no, they got clear water. Now you're not promoting their clear water. Why are you not promoting their clear water? Once we start looking at shit like that, right? Then I feel like a lot of us do. For instance, I love AC. That's my best friend. We're gonna keep it king. We go to a church, repaint the church. Okay, this is a black church. We're not gonna say it don't matter who we go to somebody's church.
Yeah.
This is a hypothetical.
Hell no, this is real.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I can tell. No, I can tell by the way you told the story.
This is real.
I can tell.
We go to a church owned. We grew up in this church. Been in this church my whole life. It's not my church, but it's a friend's church. Eastside Church. Eastside Church. Okay. We go to the church. No, because I want to put the church out there because I'm not gonna. What I'm gonna say is I don't agree with.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna show you how naive and where we at. So we go to the church. This thing came back with a suck. I would love one of those. Where the fuck you get that from?
That's my baby.
See, that's what I'm saying. We don't forget about each other.
Yeah, two dudes making lollipops.
Okay. So we go into the church, and AC again. I'm telling the story about the church and how people are naive. Don't matter whose church it is.
Okay.
Grow up in this church. Go to this church every day. We know this church. They decide to get the church repainted. Now, this church has been here for 50 goddamn years, and the picture that's on this wall is a white man. Yeah. They painted white Jesus on the church. Oh
shit!
This is a black church though. But hear me out. That Jesus been there since the church been built. Whenever they first designed the church and when they first came in, 19 whatever the fuck, and they put this church up,
that was there.
They painted. They said paint Jesus. We want you to paint, and they painted white Jesus.
Okay.
2020, 2018, 2022. At some point, 50 years later, they say, you know what? We need to repaint the church, like the paint chipping.
Yeah.
We just want to upgrade it,
renovate.
Do you know that these motherfuckers went back and repainted? This is a black church, by the way.
White Jesus
repainted
again.
Jesus white again. You couldn't even make the nigga black this time. We definitely in a day and age to where we are more we got more information.
Do you feel like it's older people set in their ways?
Correct. Yeah. Okay. You remember on Florida? Okay. Remember, I watched every episode of Good Times. Yeah. You remember when Florida Evans wasn't gonna change that picture? That's the picture that they done had. Right. They whole goddamn life in it, and Dwayne was like, that I want to. He actually made him look like Ned the Wino. Yeah. And everybody was like, miracles are coming with the because he made his eyes red. He was like, no, shit, I just drew Ned the Wino looking drunk, but he put up that picture up. Blessings started coming. I said that it was the blessings. I say that look how Florida acted. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Look how Florida acted on Good Times. John Amos also said, and this is one thing that I hated about Good Times. I watched every episode. I hated the fact that they never let them come up ever. Mm. Do you notice when James was on his way back with a job and just went on the road, made some money for his family? Every time that they were about to get out the projects, something happened. Mm-hmm. James on his way back now, he really got a job, right? He got a job, he got money, he coming back, he died. On the episode, like they had to get rid of, he said that, like they had to get rid of me because like I was just so stuck on like, you never let us come up. Like you never like anything that we get. Any little thing that we get, you got to take it away. Not tripping, but somebody writing this shit. Right, yeah. So you can write something else in there. Right. So when you say, like for instance, when you say, could we do without it, or how could we do without it? It's like it's impossible when we being spoon-fed bullshit and we just get used to it. So we know it's bullshit, but it's still we naive though. It's like, damn, like I said, they painted the same man in this black church. They painted Jesus white again.
Let me ask y'all this.
30,000 years later, like what the fuck?
Did y'all say anything?
It's not my place to say shit.
Bro. I would have said
it's not. Listen.
It is your place.
You're right. But I don't want to disrespect these, like, because these.
No, you don't do it like.
You're right. But at the same
time, like, hey, look.
Let me say this.
I just noticed this.
Under normal circumstances, you are 100% accurate. A motherfucker should say something, right? But when you're dealing with a lot of old people that are already set in their ways, and like, what you gonna tell this motherfucker that's about to die in fucking 10 days? They think white Jesus saving them. Like, I'm not about to change their mind when they grandmama done told them this, and they great grandmama and the slave owner done told them this. And you get what I'm saying? Me, luckily, I was raised black. Like my great grandmother, the person I was raised by, was born in 1915. Mm-hmm. My grandmother was born during Jim Crow. Yeah. So I'm getting to be raised by people that's going through these things. Like I'm being raised by my great grandma didn't allow you to say yes ma'am or no ma'am. The teacher, Miss Fuller, that gave my son Nku his name, which means Princess Swahili, that was one of the first times that I noticed, like when we in elementary, when you got to stand up and say the Pledge of Allegiance, nigga, everybody that's black in the class, she tell them ain't no liberty and justice for all, and she come in her Swahili shit every day. We don't put our hand on our heart. Why, Miss Fuller? We 4. We 6 because it ain't no liberty and justice for all. Now we'll stand up and we'll respect them. We'll do that. We're not gonna sit down and make it look stupid, but we're not putting our hand over our heart. We're not. And then just to grow up, and this is the same teacher from when I'm 4 years old or 6 years old that gave my son his name. So luckily, I had people around me to instill black power into me. Right now, some of my son's first words are black power. Swear to God, some of his first words are if you black, then you perfect. That's some of his first words. Like he say that shit every day. He's being raised like that. But imagine if I asked my son and I had him convinced that somebody that looked opposite of him was a savior of his life.
That's
just weird.
That's why I understand what you're saying. I get it because I was that way for a while. But at a certain point, I'm like, as a Christian, right? We have a duty. If I don't tell you what you're doing wrong, or if I don't inform you, and then I can show you, then
So you're a Christian?
You just no. That's why I put in quotation.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, okay, cool. I was just making sure.
No, I'm pretty sure you see my. I ain't.
I'm not. Oh, you looked at me like I'm a Christian though.
No,
Oh, like no,
not like that. No.
No. And so I found it. My duty is to be like, I need to tell my people the truth. That's why my kids don't. It ain't no Santa Claus, ain't no Tooth Fairy, ain't no Easter Bunny, ain't none of that shit. We cannot continue to say we are real, and we're doing to benefit our kids, but we lie to them about that shit.
Like, no human knows where we come from to even sit there and try to explain humanity to a child.
No, not humanity.
Not even religion or anything. It's us as grown-ups don't even know. Exactly. Let them grow up.
And then, because my kids ask me.
And be what they're going to be.
So my thing is to lead by example. My kids see me not celebrating these holidays, and they ask, hey, Daddy, why you don't celebrate Christmas? So then it's time for me to teach.
Right.
I'm not going to force them nothing, but I'm going to inform them. And y'all make your decision. Well, son, what they tell you Christmas is about? Okay, let's get on the internet. This is what Christmas is about. This is the origins of it. I'm big on origins. This is the origins of it. What's Halloween about? Origins. What's the Easter Bunny about? Origins.
Right.
So I'm not gonna make up something. I'm gonna let you know. Boom, and then we can look in the book. If you that's why I put Christian in quotations. If we supposed to be a Christian, we supposed to be followers of Christ. If he didn't do this shit, why are we doing it? We gotta look at the origins of it.
Right.
So with the picture up there, I'm not afraid to talk to a pastor like he a regular person.
Right. Oh man, my pastor, girl mama a pastor. We have the most awkward conversation. And she understands where I'm coming from though, because listen, and it's the truth. Religion is based off faith. Mm-hmm. Ain't no fact at all. So a motherfucker can say what they want.
Right.
It's based off of if I jump off the Tower of America, I'm gonna land on my feet. You ain't never seen a nigga do it. Ain't nobody ever did it and survived or unsurvived.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody, you just got faith.
Yeah.
You have no proof at all that this is possible. You have no proof that you can even try to attempt it. Like you can't even fathom doing it.
Yeah. Getting up there and actually
you can't even fathom it, right? It's faith-based. Once we figure that out, right, then I think that us as a people, then we can start communicating as one another. That has nothing to do with I don't believe in what you believe in. Somebody said some of the truest shit. And me, I got my own beliefs. Like I believe in the universe. I believe in Mother Nature. I believe that if it don't rain, then goddamn it, we gonna go through a drought. Mm-hmm. We needed to get cold. I don't like the cold, but shit, just like we got the sun and winter. It's a circle of life. We gotta kill something to eat. Mm-hmm. Or shit, we got be killed. Not even killed. We gotta eat to survive. Yeah. Whatever we decide to eat. Yeah. Like I believe in the function of life. I'm trying to figure out life. Fuck anything else. I'm not trying to figure out who God. By the time I die, and I don't even like speaking of me and death in the same sentence, but I strongly doubt that before I die, we're gonna figure out where the fuck humans came from.
Nah, that's gonna be.
So I'm not even about to try to fathom my mind around that, right? But I also think that if someone says some of the truest shit, and again, I got my own beliefs. This nigga said, if you was drowning, right? If you was drowning, and you at the bottom of a lake, and you had God, you had Buddha, you had fucking Virgin Mary, you had Allah, you had all these gods, right? And one of them said, like all of them, you was drowning, and you looked up, and all of them was right there. Would you give a fuck who put their hand down and tried to save you?
At that point, nah.
That's religion right there for me. It's not as far as believing in this one thing. It's nigga, all these motherfuckers now. Yeah, you probably believe in this person is, but they all saying the same shit just in a different name. So why the fuck are y'all even arguing that? Do I believe that there's a man up there making some shit happen and make? I don't. But that's just me. You get what I'm saying? I don't think that that's you could pray to somebody and then all of a sudden you're gonna be like, it's just gonna happen. Like again, but how do I tell that to somebody that has faith and they believe that they could do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they gonna ultimately you're gonna have to make your own decision. I think I would just say my duty. I just said my duty. I feel like my duty is to inform and give you a chance to make your decision.
I'm more based on life. Like I'm so off of like trying to be part. It's like, bro, how do you live as a human? Like, what are you doing as a human being? Like, are you tormenting motherfuckers? Are you like, let's just say God real. I don't want to. I'm not saying like I'm trying to be blasphemous towards anybody that don't believe in God or do believe in God. I'm just saying let's just hypothetically say that I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And God is 100% real. He there. I would think that if you were to be judged by this person, what is he gonna say to you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He probably gonna tell me I play too much, but he's gonna say, bro, you're a beautiful person.
He's not gonna say you play too much though.
No, he's gonna say
because you made.
Oh yeah.
I believe.
I chase Ace around with shit on the toilet and paper tissue. Like I swear to God, I said
that part.
Yeah, I play too much.
The sense of humor part is a characteristic of a God.
Well, what I'm saying is,
so that's why I would say that.
What I'm saying,
but yeah, he wouldn't chase another person around with shit.
Well, what I'm saying is that my definition of what probably would get me into heaven or whatever the fuck will probably be totally different because you would probably say, I need to be good to this person, and then I would probably say, hey, I don't need to torment people. Both is based around being a good person.
Yeah.
But do I gotta believe in this person in order for me to be a good person? That's what we need to get. Like human beings, it's like so you need to believe in something for you to be a good person. No, why don't you just be a good? Not you specific, but you give it up that people are Christians and this and then they say, oh, it's a way of life. I'm following Jesus' footsteps or whatever. It's like I don't need to follow Jesus' footsteps to be a good. I'm just gonna be a good person.
Yeah. You know what?
How about that? How about I just be good?
Said this before. I think I said this because a lot of people will say, well, you know, the people in the Bible or the Quran or whatever, those people aren't real. Like they haven't found no skeletons of them. They haven't done that. And I'd be like, you know what, bro? You're absolutely right. It is a possibility that them people are not real. But what did you get out the lesson when you read that? What was the lesson in it? Like, what was the lesson when you read the story of Samson?
But the problem with the stories is that when people start going to war behind them, and people just like we're dealing with the 12 tribes of Egypt and dealing with this Sakari issue and all of that, people have used the reason that I feel like religion is so powerful is because they've used religion to hold you down. They had you believing in slavery that you were supposed to be doing. They'll read a verse from the fucking Bible that they didn't write. They said that this shit came from God. And they'll read some shit in the Bible and have you convinced that God got you in this situation and it's the right place for you. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, this is where you should be.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's what the whole argument is about, because now people now niggas can read.
I'm gonna read some comments before we get you to answer, because you still haven't answered the question. But I'm gonna read some comments before you actually answer the question. Right. Chris said that if you're not celebrating holidays you don't believe in, you and your family can always make your own traditions and beliefs, which is true. He also said, "Who saves you? Good river example. My God will never judge me. That's Bible thing. Although I don't need to follow X, Y, Z. I'm just going to be a good person. I love it. And yeah, slavery is all over the Bible. All people's always."
I would say, so on the last comment, Chris, there's no verse in the Bible that says slaves obey your masters.
No, but
I see what he's saying.
What he's saying. Okay, but yeah, it is. What they do is they'll use, like they'll say, and I again,
that was one of the main ones.
But they'll
slaves
say,
obey your masters. Boom.
There we go. Shit like that.
Yeah.
And then you being a fucking
it's literally
slave.
A slave Bible.
So it has nothing to do with we're writing this Bible to make you enslaved. No, it's saying we're reading this bottle right here. And let's say this bottle say, oh, it's hot. I'm going to find a way to use this word, it's hot, towards my advantage and your disadvantage. Yeah. Oh, it's hot. You've never touched this. You can't touch it. It's probably cold as fuck. You can't touch it. If you touch it, you're going to spontaneously combust. Right. And I got you convinced that if you touch this shit, you're going to spontaneously combust. If you go to touch it, I'm going to beat your ass. When you put your finger right by it, I beat your ass. Your kids see me doing this. They see me killing you. what is that gonna do for them? They never gonna touch that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well,
I think that's what happened with the Black Wall Street thing.
Oh, go ahead. You're right. So what was the question was?
Oh,
what
the
do we
question
stand
was,
what's
on?
the truth that you stand on that you willing to die?
No, it ain't die.
That you
I said,
willing, that you willing to go to war?
What's the truth that you stand on that you're willing to what's the truth? One of the truths that you will stand on that you're willing to go through the consequences for.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I use Kyrie and Kanye as an example.
Oh, something major like that.
Anything. They don't have to be major.
Okay,
it could be
things like
it could be like he said, like pineapple go on pizza. It could be whatever you stand on. You could be like hip hop music is.
I don't smoke in
something.
front of my I don't smoke on camera. I don't smoke in front of my grandma. I don't smoke. Like you're not gonna catch me smoking on camera.
Hold on, we get to that. Hold on, y'all just want to keep talking.
I'm not gonna read it. I'm not.
Hold on,
I don't know the Bible like that to sit in and go back and forth.
I wanted to get to his truth.
Yeah, it would be I guess just to think of something right off the top, like I don't smoke on
the way
camera.
You present yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Like right now, if we was being filmed and you're like, you can smoke, that's cool. I smoke all the weed, but I'm like, my grandma watched this shit.
Right.
My grandma came in here, and I understand we in your shit. We putting that out, bro.
Exactly.
I agree. We gonna have to you putting it out. And guess what? If your mama walk in here, we putting that bitch out. I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna tell you the same thing. Like, damn nigga, you comfortable? Yeah. Mama right here, you pass it to me. Hell no, you smoke that, nigga.
Never too old.
So just little shit like that, I wouldn't. I'm not smoking on camera at all. Even when I do videos, my fault. When I do videos and they catch me, because I just finished doing like features, and I do a lot of feature videos. And my cameraman know that don't put me on. Yeah, because sometimes I'm smoking a blunt.
So do you tell them?
Oh fuck yeah!
You tell the other cameramen
all the time.
Okay, that's good.
I let them know, like, hey, any footage that I'm smoking in, don't put it. You know what I'm saying? Keep the camera rolling. Do what you're doing. But when you're editing, anywhere where I'm smoking. Take that bitch out.
Now, if you want to save it and send it to me as a BTS, that's different.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever you want. I'm not gonna put it out. I'm not even gonna put it out.
But you need to still have it as your memories. But
I just don't.
Yeah,
I'm uncomfortable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, my grandma was saying, like, nigga, what the hell? Like, it got to be some type of respect level. Like,
no, I agree.
Smoking in front of your grandma, nigga, like she a bitch off the block, nigga.
That's what I don't get. I don't get when people are comfortable with not even smoking, like
being high on camera and all of that.
You just can't do like with your. It's supposed to be a boundary.
But not even that. You see, I came up to this interview, right? We drinking water,
right?
But even that says something. Like, I could have came up here like these niggas that got
40
cups and all of that. But I'm a water drinker, just so y'all. I'm a water drinker. But this showed the masses were like, damn. When somebody don't let me drinking water. He a rapper, and he a popular rapper. He not up there with a blunt. Hey, can I blow in here? Somebody watching this, bro, and somebody grandmama watching this. This is like, what kind of? Imagine me being in front of.
That'll affect, because we never know who watching.
Well,
but somebody might be ready to invest in you.
Peep this. My uncle, the biggest gangster out the he a gangster, and he not no more. He a good man.
Yeah.
But back in the day, he was that nigga. I talked to my uncle. We on FaceTime. And when he FaceTime me, I ain't gonna, this is the man that raised me. I put the phone down because I had a blunt in the car. I'm like, pick it up. No.
Yeah.
Put the phone. He's like, what? You blowing out smoke? I say, no, what's up? He's like, man, just, you're a grown man, boy. I don't mind. You know what I told that man? It's a thug. Nigga, I say, nigga, I mind, though. Yeah. That nigga say, nigga, I respect that. I appreciate that. It got to be son of respect, my nigga. Like, nigga, if it's a, man, your grandma right here, and I'm just sitting there talking about dick suck this, bitch, this, hoe that, fuck this, and put a blunt in my mouth, drinking. Like, damn, nigga, what a common courtesy.
Exactly. Shout out to Nate McGarity for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you, Nate.
Yeah, what up, Nate? He just called me
Nate the semi-great.
I think that's what it is pretty much. Yeah. What a common courtesy.
Who's your favorite DJ, Nate? Oh, you can't name that, huh? AC, tell us your truth.
Man, shit, I think doing for self, man.
He's selfish. You hear that?
You
said doing for self, just so y'all know.
Okay, I heard doing it yourself.
No, doing for self.
Doing for self.
Okay. Like being self.
No, I mean like being the man. You know what I'm saying? Doing for self. You know what I mean? That's something that I'm big on.
Okay.
All right. He ain't gonna tell you how I gave that nigga that KY jelly the other day, and that nigga ran all out of his shit and want to use my shit. How about doing for self? You could have went and bought your own shit.
Could have.
Him and this girl trying to order it. This girl trying to have anal.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, drive. I mean, you can always
Spit on it.
yeah.
Spit on it.
Louis or regular spit? What you gonna do?
That is the
You gotta loogie it.
worst.
Whichever
Hell
one.
no.
You gotta
That is
loogie
the
it.
worst. That is uncomfortable.
You gotta
That
loogie
is-
it, bro. Regular spit get dry. You gotta.
That is
You gotta loogie that shit.
that's uncomfortable. It dries up fast. That is the worst.
Hey, what
That
if
is
it's a
that's a turn off.
what? This is all right. This is gonna sound fucked up, but what if it's a sinus loogie?
Ooh, nice and juicy.
Yeah, nice and
Yeah,
thick.
that hoe gonna
There's
be
nice.
yellow.
You got
She gonna
puss
be
dick
sick
at
the
this
next
point.
day. She
Yeah.
be wondering why she coughing
She
up
got a
with
cold.
Yeah, you definitely gonna have a
got a
cold.
pussy cold. Pussy just queefing all day. Just your pussy queefing? No, it's coughing, bitch. That sound like a queef. Bitch, that
How did
sound
we
like a
get
queef. She say, no, that's a cough, nigga. Them pussy lips coughing.
Chris, Nate, you tuning in.
Oh,
Tell
man.
us the truth that you willing to stand on, that you will go to war about. That's how I worded it. I worded it the way I wanted
I think Chris. Did Chris? I think he.
No, he was joking. He didn't say one.
Oh, I thought he
He didn't say one. He was joking. But shout out to the people who tune in. We cannot do this without you. Shout out to Lambo Warren, aka formerly known as Lil Aubrey,
Yeah.
aka Honda Civic.
What you got? What projects you got coming out before?
Man, right now I'm working on a lot of singles. You know what I'm saying? And I got
Thank
a
you,
lot
Baby
of them
Blue Diamond,
shits,
host of this show,
You know what
taking
I'm saying?
over.
You was slacking.
I was about to
slacking.
ask that.
I just
That's why he
dropped.
thinking about.
I just dropped a single, Lane Guys Devil More, featuring Salim Rashad. I just dropped a new single featuring Count It Again, featuring my dude Black Mexico.
Mexico.
Man, I just dropped a lot of singles. You know, my latest single is Lane Guys Devil More featuring Salim Rashad. I think I dropped that like 2 days ago. Also, and this is my first time saying it. You know, I'm gonna say it on here. They don't even like it matter, but I'm proud of myself. So we just got distribution.
Okay.
Through Empire, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we proud of that, you know.
So how'd you link? I want to know. I mean,
Mhm.
because y'all,
Go
but
ahead.
how'd you link up with money management, and what did you look for when it comes to a manager? 'Cause I know finding a manager is not easy.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure they, doing what they're supposed to do. And what do you expect from a manager?
Me, I expect the manager to do exactly what I'm doing for myself and a little more. So basically, they gotta want it like I want it, you know. I'm just the face of this. Lambo Warren just the face. So they got to know that. Like, listen, everything I'm doing is beneficial to me and you.
Mhm.
Even though I'm the face. But what I expect someone to have my best interest, be able to, of course, talk on my behalf, and also already know what I'm expecting. And we'll have a conversation and we'll know, okay, I'm expecting this, expecting that. They already know what I'm expecting. I expect someone to be witty, have a mind, be able to speak for themselves, and be able to articulate as well, be able to get in both feet, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I just got booked by a nigga that sell dope. The whole time we in there cashing out and he giving me my money for the verse, this nigga selling dope. But then I'm in these offices to where I got to sign these paperworks as well, and these men got on suits and ties.
Yeah.
So I need someone that know how to, because I'm not there yet.
Yeah,
exactly. But he been doing an excellent job, and I actually got with money. We went on tour. I had a tour. I was actually with AJ Stacks, who was performing Yabba Dabba. That went well. I had a lot of things coming up that I pretty much managed myself, and just not being able
to balance it.
Not balance it, having someone that was willing to help. And that's one thing that he respects about me as well, that I'm proactive. So before I hit him up, I done probably already did the footwork and did everything. But it was I think it was that he's seen that I was proactive and he wanted it as well. And we've been doing a great job. I don't want to put anything out that's coming out right now, but we've really been doing a lot.
Working.
And not a lot like just manager, not little shit like, a manager going to book. No, I'm talking about paperwork shit that I'm trying to get a comma. You know what I'm saying? Just to say I got a nigga, because I do real shit, not just to sit there and say, I got a nigga that's a manager. I wouldn't want to.
That's one thing I can say about money management. One, he mentioned some dope artists besides you, as you said, AJ Stacks, Lou Dallas, Maury 3 times, and the other one, Lil D. Okay. And I'm gonna interview him on U3 next week, so shout out to Lil D. But one thing I can say, because a lot of managers, they book you for a club. They might push your single, promote you on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. They might go up to someone and say, hey, have you heard of Lambo Warren?
Right.
What they always forget too, DJs and media.
Mm-hmm.
He does not. I like that because a lot of people they might promote you, but then they don't do media tours. You need to do that. Hit up your media people because we just as important as you posting on Facebook. The DJs, get your music out there to the DJs. Like
y'all more important.
Exactly. Cause I posted something today on how artists should send music. Cause sometimes artists never know how to send music, how they want to present the music. If you send your music a certain way, it'd be easier for us to forward it to other DJs.
I'm gonna say this too though, but some of y'all blogs and some of y'all little bloggers and whatever y'all want to call it, vloggers, whatever that's trying to do these little shits at the time. Hey, some of y'all show favoritism, and I'm gonna keep it king. I'm not.
Oh, I didn't call people. I called other people out about that.
My money coming, and I'm not doing no tripping on none of y'all. But I just want to let you know that I see it. I'm not even gonna mention your name.
I see it too as a fellow.
They be showing favoritism.
I see it too as a fellow.
You know, and the crazy part is you can send your music to them. Me, I'm not too big to send you some music and to holler at your inbox. And I think that sometimes that's where I go wrong, that I can overextend myself, even though I got somebody to speak on my behalf. Yeah. What happens is that a lot of these bloggers or so-called video, whatever the hell they want to be called, they will start to feel entitled and feel like a nigga need them. Because they see somebody coming at them. So you would send them music, you would send them videos, and you would send this because, hey, you doing this for the city? Shit, why not? I don't know the future. Just like you don't know the future. I could be the next big thing. And you could be the next biggest vlogger. Let's fuck with each other. But they would not, and not just me. It's a lot of motherfuckers. I'm not speaking on just me, but I notice it though. I just want to be known that, hey, I see you. I see you. I don't want you to think that it's going unnoticed. I see it too. I see it.
We definitely see it with the. I'm sure y'all see it too. As far as like, it's just with podcasting, y'all see some people treat other podcasters. I would say lesser. That was.
How do you think? Let me ask you. How do you think we treated? Are y'all? Do you think that we good? Like, so what do y'all think about Radioactive? Let me ask y'all that.
I enjoy Radioactive.
Are we treated fair? Like, are we? I don't want to. When you say that some podcasts were treated higher, are we?
No, as far as like when people making their rounds, right? So when like an event comes, like say they go on y'all podcast and then they go on like 2 other podcasts and say, because this happened to us,
right?
We want to get the interview too. You know, we want to talk, sit down on a podcast too.
Right.
But we're not looked at as big as the others. So they feel like, nah, it's not even worth us going on there. You know what I'm saying? So I always say this, and me and Travis is the same way. And I just want everybody to know this. Blue is the peacemaker. Me and Travis is very confrontational.
There's times I'm just like, nah, I'll inbox them. I'll message them. There's times I'm like,
treat us just like you would treat your own.
Radioactive on PBS News to me. Already.
So treat us.
AC blushing. Like, yes.
We hold our podcast. We feel like we put our work in to hold our podcast just as much as the 85 South Show. We feel like we deserve that same respect. Right. So if you think you're gonna come and just belittle us, that shit is.
And let me say, that's one of the main. I appreciate y'all having me. That was the only time I mentioned other than shouting out Radio. Because we're not here for that. We showing love and we appreciate everything. Y'all fucking with me. I got my own podcast and y'all fucking with me as my own entity, and I appreciate that because y'all could have said, hell no, this nigga got his own shit. So thank you.
And then what else is crazy too? Because when Lee want to hit me up, which I didn't even ask, because usually I ask. When he hit me up for a podcast, for an interview, I automatically just assume what you asked. I don't know why I didn't ask. Because like, I think, have you even been on U3?
Oh, I want to show you something. Hold up.
Oh, Lord.
I want to show you something.
Oh, Lord.
I meant to show you this.
Oh, no, I'm going to tell you why he wasn't on U3.
No, I was. Hold up. Let me show you
No, I'm going to tell you why the longest we waited for that interview. Because the first time I met him.
It just came up in
the first time I met him.
Look what came up in my memory today. This year, 4 years ago.
I'm going to tell you, the first time I met him at a club somewhere, this is what I told him.
2014. Read that.
Just for anybody on U3 Radio, shout out to him for putting me in rotation. I appreciate that, Mama. Make sure you tune in. Now, but before this happened, though.
But that was 2014 on this day, and it just so happened that we just booked another interview on this day.
Dope.
We didn't even know that just came up in my memory. So today in 2014,
happened, let me tell you what happened.
Interviewed me on U3.
So before this interview happened, I was DJing at Supremes. I think it was at Supremes. I was DJing at Supremes, I think. And you came to support the show. Mitch James was having a show. I was DJing in Supreme.
Okay.
He was out there.
Okay.
And I go up to him.
Shout out
I'm
to
like,
Miss Jane.
I gotta interview you because I heard some stuff about you that I want to ask
you
on
right.
here.
You right.
And you know what he said? What you hear? I want to know what it is before we do the interview, right? So it never happened.
Shit,
I
wanna
just
know-
so happened to get
Yeah, a little
booked
bit.
on Radioactive Podcast. And that's when he's like, so what you hear about me? I'm like, no, I want to wait till the interview. I'm on big hype. He's like, no, what you hear? So in off camera, I finally told him what it was. He was just like, oh yeah, I probably did it. I did it.
Yeah.
I did it.
But let me tell you, see, and me, I've had I'm not media trained or anything, but I've been around people that are media. Like I've been around, being able to be around like the big celebrities
Yeah.
and be a fly on the wall.
Right,
And,
right.
you know, it's like somebody learning how to act without going to acting school, just being on the set of sitcoms
Yeah.
and shows, that type of shit, right?
Mhm.
So when she told me that she had some spicy shit, like I said, my grandma and shit watched this. So she can also agree, like, nigga, I took forever for that interview. Like, oh, we definitely ain't doing anything. She talk
We
about
gotta
something.
figure out what-
Yeah, we gotta figure out what the fuck she talking about.
And this, but,
Like,
but
what the
what's the
fuck?
crazy
She
part
talking about, oh, I
is,
got some juicy
but
shit.
what the crazy part is, I say that to a lot of artists, and half the time I don't be having nothing.
I'm like, oh hell, nigga, say she
But I actually did have something.
She-
But half the time I don't be having nothing. I just be staying there. They be like,
Oh,
some of them
told-
take the bait. A
She
lot
told
of
you
them,
what it was?
Yeah, she
yeah.
said that some I probably like I think a female said I slapped the shit out of her.
yeah, that's what it was.
And I probably said
And
I
this
don't know
is
what the
this is
female
how I
name was,
found
but y'all
out.
probably
Probably
did.
did.
So this is what
She
happened.
might
This is
deserve
how I
it.
found
No,
out.
I don't just hit
was-
hit females, but I'm shit like you. I'm not about to just get beat up, bitch. So
Yeah.
I probably did.
So
Depending
see,
on
I
who it
was
was.
sharing Aubrey's music. I was sharing
Depending on who it
I was sharing Aubrey's music, and this guy I was talking to at the time. Some of his homegirls was like, "Why is she sharing his music? He beat up on females." and
I don't
stuff."
beat him up. That's ridiculous.
Well, that's
Nah, he just
that's how
slapped-
they said it.
slapped his dick.
So I was like, "Ooh, I gotta ask him this. I
Yeah.
gotta interview him." I was
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
ready for it.
And me, I'm not. And let me tell you this: I'm a man's man. I'm a great man.
Yeah.
I'm a great man, right? And that's not for me to say. Like this is, go ask somebody else that's around me, right? I don't put my hands on women before. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Like the fact that he cleared it
that
up.
don't-
We had a conversation.
that don't do nothing to me because I'm not the type to just go and beat a bitch up.
Right.
No.
I'm getting abused and beat up, bitch. Okay, at this point, bitch, you gotta, you know,
I gotta
man, I
do
gotta
this.
hit you. No, I'm not gonna throw you through a wall or nothing. You know what I'm saying? To just be manhandling you, that's ridiculous. But if I gotta like throw your ass off me, you know what I'm saying? Or if I gotta give you a little force to get off me after getting stomped and all that, I don't mind. But you gotta
But
also
again, that
understand.
wasn't specific because you could have been beating the pussy up. You could have said that. I don't
No.
know. They wasn't specific. They just
No.
said.
It's
No.
like, yeah, I mean, me personally, like I said,
I
I think any
no, it was
man,
the other one.
Look,
It was the other
and I
one.
don't even know who
It
you're
was,
talking
it was
about.
a little.
I don't just be hitting hoes. So,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know the person either.
But I'm
I don't
saying
know the
if
person.
I did hit her, I'm sure that it was a very good reason because I
Yeah.
don't just be hitting hoes. Like, last time I hit a nigga 30, 40 years, like I'm not a woman.
Yeah,
I'm not a man hitter. I'm not a
Yeah.
nigga to just go around and hit another man or nothing like that. So I'm like I said, whenever it was high school or whenever the fuck it was, I'm sure that shit before I hit her ass, because I'm not gonna. I don't remember if I did it or not. I don't even know what you're talking about. But I'd rather say that than say no, I didn't and be a liar. So it's like,
Right.
well, I'm sure that if I did do that, right, that she was an agitator for a long period of time.
Right.
And I'm
For
sitting
that.
there getting abused, like bitch probably done beat my ass with a laptop or some shit. And it's like, okay, this bitch ain't
Nah, I
something.
gotta.
Yeah.
But when Lee Money
so-
hit me up for an interview, I didn't even think to ask.
Friend or-
Like, we want you
friend-
three or where
friend
you
anniversary?
asked. So I was just like, you know what? Well, you asked only because I know you've been on U3 and U3 is more questions. I'm like, nah, he's
No, I
the
like
type that has
this.
a lot of stories. So I want to do topics and just.
Oh,
Just
y'all wanted
question.
to remember AC had ate that lollipop
Oh, at the stripper's butt. Yeah.
after stripper's
Yeah.
ass.
I'm glad you
He's
brought
doing
that
it
up.
again behind the scenes.
That
And then,
nigga ate the.
and then after he licked the lollipop, he threw it to Aubrey, and Aubrey's about to lick the other lollipop later.
No, let me
It's
tell
between
you.
his lap.
No, let me tell you what happened. You're right. Where's that lollipop?
Look, look,
no,
look.
what happened was, let me tell you, because I didn't get.
Was it in ATL? Because I heard
That was-
ATL is
that
a
was
stripper that you
Austin.
can play with and everything. In Austin,
That was Austin. It was
Oh,
Austin.
shit.
they can get butt naked in Austin. I
They
thought
do.
they passed that law. This was before
They
they
get butt
passed the
naked.
law.
If they did, you
Nah.
just ratted them out.
No,
None
yeah,
of
they
that.
got
I know
assholes.
ATL had the strip club where you can actually play with them and everything. That's from what I heard.
Hey,
You probably can do
okay,
that
I don't
in
know.
a-
Listen. I don't know if that was
You probably can do
forbidden,
that in a lot
but
of
AC
things.
was playing with her asshole with that lollipop. She went down and twerked the ass in front of AC.
So you actually put the lollipop in there?
Listen. All right, let me tell you how he did it.
Did he pop?
No,
Look what you just said. It wasn't even legal. When was it? Huh? When
it was like 2018. This shit was legal.
Hey, could be. Hey, you could. Hey, she could have
Okay,
taken it to the
listen,
locker room. And
let me
gave
tell
it
the
back.
people.
She could have taken it to the private
Look,
dance.
Let me
Wasn't
tell
it-
y'all what happened.
You took it. She took it to the boom boom room.
No,
Plus extra private dance.
No.
Let Aubrey explain.
let
what
me
happened.
tell you what happened.
I want to know how the lollipop fit
I'm about to. Can I
with
get-
no lube.
Can I get to it?
Okay, get to it. I'm sorry. I have a lot of questions.
This nigga AC, we walk into the strip club, right? Mind you, AC, he didn't have no money after getting the strip club. He wait till we get to the fucking door to say this shit. All right, whatever, bro. All right, whatever. It's like $20 to get into some shit. We get into the strip club. Soon as we get into the strip club, it's like some chairs and shit. So like it's already a section for where you can go sit down.
What's the name of the strip club?
Damn, I forgot what strip club that was in Austin. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I swear to God, it was that strip club.
You should have did it at V Live in Houston.
I forgot what the fuck the strip club.
Swinging from the ceiling.
This shit was off the side of like an access road or a freeway. I forgot what it was called. It was Rolls Royces and all type
Chris
of
said, Chris said, did the light out?
All right, so listen. So the bitches, she started in his mouth, right? He didn't give a fuck. Started throwing ass. This nigga put the lollipop. He put her shit to the side and put the lollipop right there. Now listen, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if she didn't feel it or if she did feel it. But the lollipop in between her panties and her thong, whatever, it stayed right there in her ass. Do you feel what I'm saying? So
it was just in the ass crack. It wasn't actually in the ass. It was
right between. He tip drilled that hoe. Like it was in the ass.
That wasn't anal though.
So it was in the ass crack.
So
peep this. So I guess she didn't feel it. So this nigga started saying something to our other friend. I don't know what the fuck this nigga said to him. Right? He noticed a lollipop. No, I'm sorry. He noticed a lollipop was still in that shit. He took it out. When he took it out, he started saying something to Batch. Yeah, whatever. I don't know if this nigga forgot that he was talking to Batch or what. He just got sidetracked and he threw that bitch right back in his mouth. I said, whoa. That nigga put that bitch right back in his mouth. I said, oh. Listen.
So what it tastes like?
Listen. He was he sucked on that bitch for like another 5 seconds and then gonna say, and then threw it. I was like, nigga, you might as well. It's too late. You ate that hoe after it left her ass. You might as well keep eating it.
An ass pop. Look, you said. Was it juicy?
That nigga said ass pop, bro.
Was it
Listen,
was it juicy?
That's what I'm saying. So, hey,
juicy food.
And he gonna try to, he gonna take it out and then throw it. The bitch did not notice that it like she. In my mind, how you don't know this in your ass?
She might have did.
So I have one question.
But he ate it.
So I have one question. So after that happened, he ate the lollipop. Were y'all showing the blunt after that?
No, we always smoke solo sweets anyway.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But we probably did share a blunt. I ain't gonna lie. Because we discussed it.
Like,
we probably did. I can't I don't even remember what the strip club name was. So I'm not gonna lie and say we could smoke in the strip club.
But don't think I forgot.
That nigga, hey, listen. So she started clapping. AC, he put that hoe in there.
Could just imagine he passed you the blood. You like, did you just? Nah, I don't want this. Take this back.
You know what? What's funny is that when Aubrey's telling this story,
you can see it, right?
I can see it.
I can see it happening too.
Okay, listen.
I'm not saying you the type, but you might be the type.
He the type. He did this. What the fuck? The person that you're trying to call a type specifically, that's the person that did it. This is definitely, he is that type. Like when you say, I don't know your type.
I wish we could flip the camera. I wish we could flip the camera so they can see it.
That nigga he took a lollipop out. This is the funniest part.
Would you do it again?
No, he more conscious about it now. Listen, when he took the lollipop out, he said like
even if it's your girl
sentence.
and y'all role playing.
So
he said a whole sentence to talking to back. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna give it to. He probably was confused. This nigga, look. Imagine what that lollipop out. Imagine taking whatever. Imagine taking a lollipop out. It go in a stripper ass. And he eating it. She clapping ass. This nigga, it stayed there. I don't know if he tried to take it out or what. It stayed there. He didn't get the lollipop back. She's still clapping ass, doing whatever. Him and Bash talking. I know. Like he just put it back in his mouth. Like it wasn't like like he forgot.
So you gonna try it again? You're not gonna experiment even with your girl. You're role playing. You be a sexy role player. You pretend to be a stripper. Not put the lollipop back in your ass.
Oh no, AC nastier than that.
If maybe it'll be ice cream pop.
Yeah, exactly. AC grosser than that, and let it melt.
But be melted.
Let's
you won't be able to pull it back out.
Let's drink the juice. Let's drink the juice.
Little leftover.
Yeah, we about to drink some of that.
How did we get here?
We about to
Oh
drink
my
some of
God.
that.
How did we get here?
But
shout
I
out-
remember trying to tell this
I
story
know
since
since the beginning. But shout out to Aubrey for being on
Shout out
Lambo
to-
Warren for
Nah,
being on
Aubrey, hey, y'all know
Where
me
You
through the
Ask
city.
podcast.
They
You already
me as
know
all that.
Honda Civic. Shout out to Tina Turner, his sidekick. You know, eat the cake, anime, eat the cake.
Well, before we let y'all go, what just to throw y'all podcast out there, what y'all got coming up with y'all podcast as far as
They got. Oh, we don't care. No, I'm joking.
Right.
Go ahead. Tell us what you
got.
got. What days do y'all go live?
Well, we go live on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So
Make
y'all
sure you hit
sure
the
to
like
fuck with
button,
us.
subscribe,
Exactly.
share, get the notifications on.
Mhm. It's Radioactive Podcast on both. Radioactive Podcast on YouTube, Radioactive Podcast on Facebook as well. Also follow us on Instagram. It's the Radioactive Podcast, ain't it? What is it? Radioactive _ podcast.
And TikTok,
Okay.
you on TikTok.
Yeah, we go. Radioactive Podcast.
Ace Boogie is the superhero name. His superhero name is.
Yeah, I don't have a superhero name. I don't even know. That's what I'm saying. I got a superhero, so I don't get fined. AC the boss, all this. I didn't want that. AC do
I
this.
can see
said,
him being that one. I'm just
I
here
know
so I
I
won't
get
get
fined. I'm just
fined.
here
I swear to God, AC want that. AC wanted that. We're gonna have a superhero. We gotta need you to make.
That's
I need
dope.
you to- all right, bro. But I'm that friend to where nigga, I'm not gonna question because shit. He might say
You never
he
see a
saved my
superhero
life.
with a snapback?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Nigga,
him.
Exactly, nigga.
That's real.
She made me. I said I want Batman and Black Panther put together.
I tried.
And nah, you put that.
That was a
together.
weird combination for me.
You put that together. But yeah, Radioactive Podcast. Make sure y'all can follow me too on Instagram at official Lambo Warren. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I got a show on the 19th, man. I'm gonna be out. I don't know how to pronounce the club. Verde
Lux.
Lux. There we go. Damn. So reading it does definitely don't look like that.
I know.
Verderia or some shit. It look
I know.
weird.
Verde
But
Lux.
Verde Lux.
Verde is green in Spanish.
Greed. Oh, that's what that
Green.
Green.
It's probably
Oh.
Spanish.
So I'm gonna be at Verde Lux in San Antonio,
Green.
Texas. The gonna be on my Instagram.
Poquito español.
Yeah, so if y'all ain't doing nothing on the 19th, come out. I will be giving 3 tickets away away tomorrow on my podcast, Radioactive.
You have to
Podcast.
call
Y'all
in.
tune
You're gonna ask some questions. How y'all doing it?
we-
Don't be doing nothing stupid like the best pickup line or whatever. I'm tired of seeing that little clip.
Nah, man, you know what we doing, man?
That
We trying to
popping
get.
the best pickup line.
No, we
Don't
get.
nobody do pickup line. I am the pickup line.
We get.
You
We
walk
get
up
our.
in
We trying to
there.
get our plays up. We trying to get our.
I
We
know.
trying to fuck with y'all. So what we doing is, make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? Go
That's
follow
dope.
us on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you commenting throughout the episode, and we're gonna pick
Oh,
2 or 3 of
that's
y'all
dope.
to get a shit to. So we're gonna do it
I
immediately.
like that.
You know what I'm saying? So just make sure that LL and tag 100 people if you can. I know Facebook limits some of y'all, but tag
Yeah.
as many people as you can.
Or-
So
They tag
tag.
like 50, I think.
Yeah. Or
Go-
share.
there
Even
we
if you
go.
don't tag, you
Share.
can always copy the link and just.
We're making it easy to give away the tickets.
Right.
You get what
I
I'm
always
saying?
like to copy the link, type in tune in with the link, and then copy that and just keep sending it to people's inbox.
We're
Yeah,
making
I
it
like
real
that. That's
easy,
dope.
man. Shout out to Vibe Pod too, man. That dude Garland always catching our good side.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
actually gonna be back up here, messing with Cheryl Mello and Mickey Sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, not at this spot, but yeah, they're
But-
different. They're at a different location.
Oh,
but
different
yeah,
location. Okay, my
but yeah,
My
that's
fault.
gonna be dope.
Yeah,
We're supposed to be up there on the 28th.
Yeah, we're gonna be up there on the 28th.
Yeah,
So-
I'll be there on the 5th. I'll be on. Let me get the actual name. I want to get this shit right. Hold up, I'm about to get that right.
Is it a
He'll
radio
be
or a
at,
podcast?
That's
he will
another
be at
podcast.
Live at 5 Studios.
I'll be at live at 5. That's the 19th.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the 19th as well. I'm getting all that, but I'm about to. I was gonna say that I was gonna leave.
Oh,
y'all.
man.
Live
I
from the
wasn't
Bone
gonna
Zone.
Live from
Sam.
the
Sam, yeah. Okay, so Steven Montiel,
Yeah, he was
Anthony Montiel, he was just on our show. Live from the Bone Zone.
There we go. I got it right here. So
Sam Hurd, live from the Bone
yeah,
Zone.
Big Sam Heard. You know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
I just
saying?
see
Shout
Live
out.
from the Bone Zone.
Yeah, I
Had
shared
to
it
my
too.
fault. I have to, they got the
No,
file. I want to
you
get you
good.
right.
But
though.
once you say you can pronounce it, I already knew what you were talking about.
I want to get you right.
Yeah, I
though.
was on there not too long ago, so that's dope.
And then we're doing Cheryl on the 5th, and then live at 5. You know what I'm saying?
So-
The 19th as well. And then we got the show at Birdie Lux.
Yep.
Any
You know
shout
what I'm
outs you want to give? And then I'm gonna have you before we end it. I'm gonna have you do either a freestyle or a verse from one of your songs.
Let me tell you something. I don't freestyle. I freestyle. We definitely not gonna do that.
Well, you can give us a verse from one of your songs, right?
I think he said that earlier.
I know, but not now. In a little bit,
but,
you can give us a verse from one of your songs.
Shout out to.
All right, I'll give you a verse.
Yeah.
Shout out to the family. Shout out to my wife and the kids. Shout out to T1. You know what I'm saying? Handling his business. Shout out to Cheryl and Mickey Sweets too.
That boy D Major, baby.
Yes.
And shout out to everybody that supports Where You Ask Podcast, U3, and Live at 5.
Almost definitely.
T1, like we were saying earlier, T1 got his training. You know, whatever you need. You want to get in shape, fitness, self-defense classes, all that stuff. You hit up T1, he can get you laced up with that. Kid friendly, you know what I'm saying? Adults to kids. What else, man? Shout out to my kinfolk Nate, man. Every time he called me, it's a conversation. Today it was just more of we was talking about just information, man.
Who's your favorite DJ, Nate? I'm salty.
And then of course, shout out to my niggas, man, KG and Flu.
Hey, shout out to KG and Flu, man.
And then also
that nigga got a lot of shout outs. God damn.
Also
T1, but not me.
They don't fuck with you.
I ain't even finished.
Interrupting the nigga shout out.
Shout out to absent people, but not the present people.
Shout out to Blue. She want to do an interview on Live at 5, but she ain't making time. She's so busy.
No,
She's
when I do make time, you forget.
I just text you.
When I make time, you forget.
What happened Saturday? Saturday, you said what? I ain't gonna go. And I said, well, what we can do on Sunday?
Oh shit, they letting out personal shit on air.
I said we can do your interview on Sunday if you want to.
I didn't see that message.
Oh, see? Yeah.
I didn't see that
See, I'm gonna have to take Aubrey. I'm gonna write up a contract with you.
You feel me?
You know.
Exactly. You do that and feelings can't get involved. No feelings can't get involved.
Whatever. No, I'm a boss at Live at 5.
And I'm a boss too.
But not
I'm a boss of you three.
Employee.
Where you at?
Yeah, you gotta be an employee first.
I'm a boss of you three. Where you at? House photography and design. House mobile notary. Should I keep it going? Should I keep it going?
Let me say this. I'm very proud of both of y'all.
Appreciate it, man.
I'm very proud of y'all.
Just so you know.
Oh yeah, that's it, man. Shout out to my mom and my sister too. That's it.
I want to give a shout out to everyone who tuned in and listened to Where You At Podcast Supporter. Shout out to our guests. You already know. Warren, Lambo Warren, Honda Civic, aka. If you don't know, that's an inside joke of why we call them Honda.
Y'all don't know about what I'm hitting, fam. Tell them know what I'm hitting.
That's that woo.
That's the
this
woo.
This is before Pop smoked this.
It's the woo.
Nigga
hit that hole.
You look like a crackhead now. I'm sorry.
Hey, it look like Chris hitting the woo too though. He hitting the woo emojis.
That's that real shit right there.
Shout out to Radioactive Podcast doing their thing.
For real, though,
shout out to D Live at 5.
Yeah,
D not Live at 5. If you haven't listened to that diss track, go ahead and listen to that diss track. Listen to that diss track. We like to prank each other. I haven't got pranked yet.
Y'all know that they did a diss track to me?
I got it here.
So the first prank we did was on Travis. We pretended he was gonna get fired live.
Yeah, we was gonna replace him.
I pretended AC had AIDS.
Then our second prank was I had a rapper friend of mine make a diss track, and not only did we play it after our intro, the guy who made the diss track was sitting right next to D. So D listened to it like, oh, this song is dope. He's like, why do I recognize this voice? And then he started listening to the lyrics. He's like, wait a minute, this is a diss track against me?
Damn, bro.
Cold blood.
And you liked it. This whole hard?
It's called D Not Live at 5.
Nice little beat to it.
I'm gonna play it for you after the show.
This shit. I was like, nah, they talking about you, fam.
I'm gonna play it for you after the show. So yeah.
He was scared though. He told us like, hey, we good.
He was scared. He didn't want to do it. I was like, no, you're gonna sit right here. And I told him exactly what to say. I gave him pictures and everything. I'm like, you're gonna sit right here next to the person and we're gonna play it.
But, see how they do.
I'm the only one that hasn't got pranked yet, so I'm praying it's gonna come. I don't know. I told them when to prank me, but they don't get it. I'm the boss.
Tell us when to do it.
I'm the boss.
Yeah, how the hell? Prank me Thursday at 5.
No, I didn't say a specific day. I said what month.
Between at the Walmart. Prank me at the Walmart at 5.
What y'all gonna do?
What are y'all gonna do? Where's it coming?
I didn't ask for a diss.
Yeah.
The only reason why I did a diss because he's always, he's always freestyling and claiming can nobody beat him in freestyling. So I was like, oh really?
You can't mark your own fate.
So,
y'all can only throw a pie in my face. That's it. Like,
nah, nigga.
Nah, nigga.
Right. Nah, we're gonna have a hammer in the pot.
There's gonna be shit behind the pie. There's gonna be a shit pie with whipped cream on it. We're gonna throw a pile of shits. We pranking for real. We don't do no little kid ass pranks. We pranking for real.
Man,
freeze some piss. And
give
you some fucking icicles of piss, nigga, and put it in your drink and make you drink it. Like, I ain't got some piss.
No, they gonna make me lick the lollipop for the stripper.
We do real pranks. We pranking for real.
Right.
Shout out to all the other podcasters who doing their thing. My next event is in December sometime. It's gonna be Winter Bash. If you want to be part of the show, make sure you hit me up. I definitely got a spot for you. Next week we have KC. Can't think of his name. I want to call him by his government name. We have KC on our show, and then after that, we're going to have have
Photo shoot.
a photo shoot, but yeah, we have another guest on our show.
Be up here.
I can't remember who it is.
Get my photo shoot on.
It'll pop up. But yeah, we do have a photo shoot. We're gonna have the podcast edition of the magazine dropping in December of U3. Make sure you check. It's gonna be dope. I'm excited.
Piss sickles, nasty pranks.
I'm excited for this issue because I like to support other people who are doing the same thing that I do, and I want to make sure people know that it's more than just us doing it. There's a lot of people out there doing it. And if there's other podcasts you want to listen to besides Radioactive and If This Mic Could Talk on Wednesdays, there's this podcast that comes on after they come on. It's about 10 o'clock our time. It's called Winging It.
Okay.
They're East Coast, hosted by Overtime Hustling Gang, and they have dope topics and they eat hot wings.
That Blackout?
Huh?
Blackout?
No. This
What's
is East
it?
Coast area.
Oh, okay.
East Coast area.
Oh yeah, that is Blackout. Them Overtime Hustling.
That his thing?
Yeah, that's their thing. But Overtime Hustling is the name of the company. So the company is
Okay.
called Overtime Hustling East Coast. They do podcasting, music, and magazine and merch. They do a lot. So one of their podcasts is on Wednesday, Winging It. They eat hot wings and dope topics.
Oh, that's live.
So it's dope. And then Sundays they do reaction videos where they react to fight videos, but not street fight videos like MMA, boxing, arena videos. And then Fridays they have one called Turf Tales, where it's mostly music based. So they have a lot of different podcasts for your soul. If you like faith based podcasts, on Thursdays there's one called Not the Same Podcast. They do faith, sports, and other topics as
Said
well.
about a Honda.
And then there's another one called Not the Same Bible Study. So they do Bible study, but they break it down in terms where we can understand it. So it's different. And then if you are a little nasty, there's a nasty podcast you can tune in. It's called FOH After Dark if you want that sex podcast. And then FOH in general, it's called Fuck Out of Here. So you can go ahead and get that. Two Sessions is also a part of there. And then FOH has a production company. So artists, you want your music in independent films, go ahead, hit them up. FOH Productions. They have a new film coming out called My Ex Is My Next. And they're always looking for new music. Before that, they had one called Unexpected. So go ahead and check those out. Those are some dope films. And I'm trying to think there's other podcasts that's not here in the city.
That's a lot.
I think that's mainly the main ones that's not here in the city that I know and that I support. Plus the ones in the city that you already know. So go ahead and support them. Before we go, you want to give us a verse from one of your songs? Tell us what song it is first.
Damn.
Then give us a verse,
I usually don't do this, okay?
You do East Side of Memphis.
No.
Oh.
I would do the reason because if I'm gonna spit something, then I'm gonna spit something with influence. I'm not gonna
Okay,
spit
go ahead. Do what you do.
I don't even know what I was spitting.
Then we're gonna have AC on the mic singing some. Ooh, yeah.
Let's see. I'll do it. I usually I don't even be coming on nigga. I'll rap. All right, let's see. You know what I'm gonna do? This one is called Policing. This actually from
the movie.
the movie Policing.
I just recently saw that not too long ago. I talked about it.
Well, we did a song for the soundtrack.
I still need to see Free Word. I haven't seen that one yet.
Gotta see Free Word. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to D Wayne. Good visuals.
Exactly.
All right, so this is called Policing. I actually wrote this verse. I haven't wrote in a minute. I actually made this verse. I dedicated to all black people. All right, so it go. I'm not gonna rap. I think it'll sound live, like just talking
Like
as well.
poetry.
Yeah, so I'm not about to rap
Spoken
it.
word.
So all right, look. Do re mi fa mi 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 mi. There we go.
Lord.
I'm there. All right, look.
No.
Black man, you a king in my eyes. All praises to you. Yeah, you're more than a man. You're something greater. The beginning and the end of y'all family. And to my Nubian queens, the mother of creation. Never limit yourself to that small imagination. It ain't nothing like a black woman so amazing. Yeah, the black of the berry. You the key to greatness. And don't forget the power lies within your melanin. And don't believe them lies that they telling you. Yeah, this here for Trayvon, Sandra, and Eric them. Look, welcome to America. I can never lie in the skin that I'm better in. Make sure it's a crown on my head when they bury me. I can hear the sounds of the horns on my chariot. My melanin, I cherish it. My blackness is heaven sent. Look, black man, black man. Black man, black man. King in my eyes way more than a man. You so much more than a man. I understand that pain you hide beneath the surface. I hide that same pain beneath the surface. In this world, we're just trying to find our purpose. Just know that if you black, then you perfect. And that's all I got.
Yeah.
Lambo.
You heard it straight from his mouth. Make sure you go ahead and check that out. Police It. Also, Eastside of Willis is out now. Yabba Dabba is out now. Go ahead, check it out. You don't want to miss it. You already know it's your girl, DJ Baby Blue Diamond. Nothing else.
And it's like D, aka Mr. Live 5 himself.
And it's your fella.
T1.
And we out.
Fuck SeaWorld, free my orcas.